here on the Rick and Bubba Show. Have Turner South, you'll see there's Tom Green. Tom Green has already arrived. He has spent time out on Big Boy Bluff. Got him a cup of Joe. got that face on that we've come to love so much. The face that has brought us so many funny moments. And he is in search for talent for the Tonight Show now. He's making his way into the Dewey Monroe Broadcast Center, handing off his wireless mic to one of the producers there. You see
he shaved his goat off.
Yeah, he shaved his goatee, and there's the walk. And here he comes into the Dewey Monroe Broadcast Center. So he'll be sitting here in the Red Velvet Lounge in just a few moments. So he is here, and he is searching for talent in Alabama. You are first. Birmingham, Alabama, tomorrow night, Tuesday night, 6 p.m. Tom will be standing by in the Elk Lodge number 79, the Cloud Room, there at Cascade Plunge, waiting to look for Alabama's talent. Now, I assume, we don't know what other stops they'll make. We'll ask him.
Yeah, I mean, he'll be coming to other cities, I'm sure, but they just don't know where yet.
However, if you're watching in Atlanta, which is only a couple hours to this location,
I'd be sure to get there.
Maybe because, I think their look is, if it's a place that's normally a hotbed for talent, they won't go there.
Right. They're looking for off the beaten path talent.
Like Nashville, you have no chance.
Yeah.
Because you have so much talent, they're not coming there. So but I would, because you see this on American Idol, people will road trip to just the nearest stop.
Right.
So I would keep in mind that we know for sure he's in Birmingham tomorrow night. So if that's within, I'd say 3 to 4 hours of you, I'd be thinking about that.
Well, you don't want to take a chance, hey, are they coming to my town, and then they not. I mean, why risk it, Rick? If you've got talent, if you're the next William Hung, waiting to be discovered.
Do you agree? I would think the bigger your city, the less likely they're coming.
Well, I don't know, Rick. That's why we will have them here to find out. And you see, there's quite a caravan with Tom trying to get down the hall here.
Yeah. Well, what I'm noticing is Tom Green, because there's that side of us. We want to get a little airtime out of this. I don't know whether we'll actually make the Tonight Show with Tom, but he's making his way here now. But he's documenting every move. So I would think stopping by here to promote the appearance would also be part of that.
Well, as you know, Rick, we'll probably be edited right out, but that's okay.
Yeah, well, he's making his way now down the hall. You see, it's funny to watch him go past the pictures that are there in the hall.
Yeah, sure.
And he stops and talks to Bad Mama Jam, and nobody's surprised by that.
No, you knew that stop was coming.
Right, and look, that one I could have, that was an easy prediction. Look, Tom now stopping a full-blown interview now. And it's funny because I can see you in the background behind Tom.
Isn't that funny?
As he makes his way here.
And it's that Tom Green face that I love.
Oh, sure. Well, also, Tom Green will be stopping.
He's on the prowl.
Yeah, he's making his way in now.
Oh, he's going in the kitchen.
Well, you know what? That's a good place for him to go, is in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to tell you what, Bones is in there, and he's got it ready to go right now. Speedy's taking...
We actually have him food in here ready, if he's hungry.
Yeah. Tom is also... Speedy's taking the...
We've actually got you something already cooked.
Tom, come on in. Tom, come in and eat. Sit down. Ladies and gentlemen, Tom Green has arrived. Tom, good morning. Yeah, we've already got you taken care of. Yeah, Tom, welcome. Have a seat, brother.
Tom, how are you, brother?
Good. How you doing?
We're good.
Do I put the headphones on?
Headphones on, adjustment, follow the cord.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, if it's too loud.
You shaved the goat.
Are you? Yeah, I shaved the goat.
How about that? You look a little different.
Yeah, I know. I shaved it just a couple of days ago.
But you still have that Tom Green face that we all know and love.
It's still my face. Yeah,
right.
Just less hair on it. Yeah.
Well, with you never know. You might decide to change faces.
Yeah, I could have changed my whole face completely. Which ones are you, Rick?
I'm Bubba.
You're Bubba.
Rick.
You're Rick and Bubba.
Right.
Oh, okay. Here. We're looking for the most interesting person in Alabama.
So it really goes beyond talent, doesn't it? I mean, you're looking for just anybody that you think that y'all could market in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, well, I mean, talent is a factor. It could come down to talent, or it could come down to something beyond talent, something maybe even beyond anyone's control.
The untouchables.
Yeah,
the unknown.
Right. Or it could just be an interesting thing. We're really just getting started. We don't know yet for sure what it's going to be.
You really don't even know what you're looking for. You just know you're looking.
We're going to know it when we see it.
Right.
When we see it, we're going to know what it is. It's going to be something that sparks our interest. We're going to say, that person there has to be on the Tonight Show. That person has to come to Hollywood. We're going to have to bring that person to Hollywood. We may not find the person. We may not even find anyone who is
They've got to meet that certain level.
There's a level.
If they're there, it's good. If not, you keep looking.
So what you're saying, Tom Green, is don't assume that we got to take somebody back.
No, it's not.
You could end up with nothing.
We could end up with nothing. It's not 100%. We're hoping that we're going to find somebody interesting enough, perhaps talented enough, perhaps just interesting enough. And we're actually having a big, you could say, a talent show.
Right down at the Elk Lodge.
Contest almost. At the Elk Lodge on Tuesday.
And let me give you props for the choice
yeah,
of
how
that
did you
location.
find that?
That has Tom Green written all over it. When I announced to the people of the surrounding area of Birmingham, Alabama, to report promptly to Elk Lodge number 79.
Now, maybe you guys, you guys could give us some tips on where we could go look for interesting people in Alabama. Do you know any interesting spots?
Boy, do we have a list.
Boy, do we. Yeah, maybe we should talk about that in the break.
We're kin to a lot of them.
Because I think it would be best if some of these places didn't even know you were coming.
Yeah.
Because I want you to catch them in their essence.
Like where would somewhere we could start? Because we're going to be driving all around the state today and tomorrow. And maybe you could give us some...
Well, I mean, if it jumps out at me, what I would do, I would catch any highway heading out of Birmingham, and I would just stop at every exit. I mean, because I'm going to tell you, that those exits could bring to you, the missing link. You know what I mean? But also, it could bring to you the next major star.
Yeah.
I mean, you just don't know.
Well, Rick, right off the top of your head, you'd have to say Jasper.
Yeah, I think about Jasper.
What's
Jasper jumps at me. Walker County.
Yes,
Walker
anywhere
County.
in Walker County.
It's just like Walker County, just bam, it jumped right in my head the minute you said it.
Is there a lot of good dancers?
Because that's like, I mean,
singers.
Goober's where, George Lynch.
Or is he from Sylacauga? I get them confused.
No, it's Jim Neighbors is from Sylacauga.
Goober is from Jasper.
Goober is from Jasper.
Goober's from Jasper.
Yeah, Mayberry. Yeah.
So how about this? Enough said.
Yeah. It's like the Goober Highway that runs through there.
There are a lot of people in Jasper are currently still named Goober.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You run into a few of them.
Yeah. I think about it, just, when things just start jumping out, maybe there's not anything I can do about it.
If you look south, you've got to look to Jemison and Clanton, Rick, I think, because they have a giant peach water tank down there that actually looks like a hiney.
I want you to know, right out of Birmingham, for about 35 minutes to 40 minutes, you will see a city that said, we would like to have a water tower the shape of a peach. Now, what they didn't take into account, Tom, and this is perfect for you, a peach looks like somebody's rear end.
Sure.
So basically what they have is, if you're looking at that side of the peach that has the crease in it, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I know exactly what you're saying.
It looks like a giant buttocks.
A giant buttocks water tower.
Yeah.
Home of the giant buttocks.
I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
I mean, when I'm trying
Where's that again? What's that town called?
Clanton, Alabama.
Yes, Clanton, Alabama.
65 south.
Home of the giant buttocks.
Yeah. And if you look north, Rick, Steele comes to mind.
Oh,
spent a lot of time in Steele.
Yes.
Atala, all up through there.
Asheville jumps out at me.
Sure. We can give you a list, Tom, no problem.
Well, we're going to be going around for the next 2 days, and if we don't find anyone, then we have a sort of our last resort. 6 o'clock at the Elk Lodge on Tuesday.
Yeah,
just come on down.
Just
come on down.
Are you guys going to help us get people down there?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
That's an easy yes right there. And we have, I'm thinking of people that I might just bring. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Can we sponsor somebody?
Yeah, that's actually something. If people out there listening know somebody who they feel is interesting, if you don't feel that you're interesting yourself,
right,
but you know someone who is very interesting,
yes,
and that you would like to see in the Tonight Show, get them, call them. Bring them down to the Elk Lodge on Tuesday at 6 o'clock. This doesn't mean just singing, okay, or dancing.
They shouldn't think that.
This is not American Idol, okay? That's not what it is. This is Indo. Okay. This is. Let me define interesting for you, okay? It doesn't mean talent necessarily, although if the talent is so amazing, so interesting that it supersedes talent and it becomes interesting. But it could be just something like it could be like a twitch. It could be a twitch that you cannot control.
Now you're talking.
It could be
tick.
A tick. A tick. Yeah. Like an uncontrollable, annoying tick.
Maybe a third ear.
A third ear. It could be.
What if there was an ear like right here on the forehead? Now that'd be huge.
Yeah. It could be strange bodily functions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
You like that one?
We have a lot of that around here.
You're going to see a lot. See, you're good. You thought that was unique.
Like
but you're in Alabama. You'll see so many of those.
Yeah.
You'll go enough with the body sound.
Yeah. Maybe you're able to contort your body into
now
sort of a strange sort of a contortion. Like you can twist your body into a talent as well, but it's also very interesting.
Well, either one, really.
We
talent or
listen,
interest.
Tom, I want you and the Tonight Show people to get ready, because when we come back, there's people
Can
already.
we give him a sample, maybe, of some that because we have some personal favorites here locally.
And
we have a local that unbelievable.
Two words, and I want you to remember these two words: Luther Evans. That's all I'm going to say right now.
America will forget William Hung when they sample Luther Evans.
All right.
Yes.
Luther Evans.
Goodbye, William. Goodbye, William. Hello, Luther.
Yes.
Okay.
We
Thanks,
also,
guys.
Cliff in Demopolis, Alabama says, there's a man who does art, but he does it with hay. See, you don't know what you've tapped into.
Yeah, where's this again?
This is we'll talk about it. We're going to get some ideas of unique, interesting, maybe talented people from the state of Alabama.
Oh, great.
We'll be right back. Rick and We're back 33 minutes past the hour. The Rick and Bubba Show, the two sexiest fat men alive. I be Rick.
And I be Bubba. Good morning.
877.
Of course, you knew that.
We Be Big is our toll-free number across the country. Our guest this hour, Tom Green. Tom is in search of the next icon on the Tonight Show. Is it you?
No, we're looking. We're looking for them.
Yeah, could it? I mean,
I'm just responsible for looking for them.
That's all you do is look.
Yeah, I'm just looking. We're just going out. We're holding the microphone out to people.
What a good call.
They walk up to the microphone and they be interesting.
Tom, how did you get started? Let's do a little background, and we want to share some talent with you. But how did all this begin?
Let's see. I guess I'm Canadian, right?
Right.
So I started my show up in Canada on public access probably about 10 years ago. And we just kind of were making goofy videos and barging into my parents' bedroom in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I
stuff
saw
like
a little of that. Yeah.
You know, painting their house and doing stuff like that.
I thought the livestock was a nice.
Livestock in the house, yeah. Donkeys in the house.
Yeah, that was good.
And,
personal favorite from your show, though, was the boy in the bubble at the softball game.
Yeah.
That was precious.
Oh, my God.
That was in Central Park in New York. That was just after we started the show on MTV. After we did it for about 5 or 6 years in Canada, then we got brought down to New York City. It was kind of a bit like what we're doing here this week. You know, we were just sort of, wandering around making fools of ourselves up in Canada, and then we got pulled down into the big city by MTV, and
yeah. What will be more
happened.
shocking, the culture shock from Canada public access to New York City, or from New York City to the back roads of Alabama?
It's virtually equivalent.
Yeah, I was about to say that. You're really ready for this.
Yeah. No, this is good. Yeah.
Right.
Hey, Tom, we loved the movie Road Trip.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That had to be a lot of fun doing that movie.
Was
I thought
fun
you as a tour guide.
Yeah.
I think that's a role you don't use enough, because you really put me there telling the story.
Well, I have another option that I can look at for a career work in the future. I can maybe go be a tour guide.
Yeah. I mean, you think you're climbing aboard the Safari at Animal Kingdom. You look driving the Jeep, Tom Green.
There he is.
No, that was a fun one. Yeah.
Now, how did you get hooked up with Jay?
Yeah. How did we end up all together here today?
Well, I guess the last time I was on the Tonight Show, I think I ended up. What was the last time? Did I have too much Jägermeister on the show?
Yeah.
And I made of
There was some
Yeah. So then I guess they liked that so much that they thought I could be a correspondent.
Listen. You thought the odds of them calling you back were almost nil.
Yeah.
You know what? And then boom, here it is.
I was very concerned. Well, we did a bit on the Tonight Show a few months back, maybe where I went on, and they have this J bar on the show where it's a bar they shove around to all the dressing rooms with tequila and beer and wine and Jägermeister on it. And I thought that was kind of interesting that they were serving Jägermeister to the guests. So I thought I'd bring the J bar out on the show, and I ended up having a few too many shots.
Yes.
About 13 shots, actually, of Jägermeister.
Hey.
And I ended up decorating the Tonight Show limousine on the way home. I won't tell you how I decorated it, but
Yes, I bet we can guess.
I did a little sort of redecoration of
Yes.
and so I thought that was it, really. I thought that was it for
That'll
my
do
Tonight
it.
Show
Yeah, that'll do it.
experience. But Jay actually was real nice. He called me the next day. I think he just wanted to see if I was still alive.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Because you'd hate to die in the Tonight Show limousine. That would really leave a bad.
yeah, I thought just drinking on the Tonight Show was sort of a throwback to
Sure.
the '60s, and I thought that would be, I know they weren't doing 13 shots of Jägermeister
No.
when Dean Martin went on the show, but
Yeah, but
so I thought that would be a little bit of a throwback. But dying, certainly, that would have
No.
been something that's never been done on the Tonight Show.
no one
for sure.
wants a guest to die of alcoholic poisoning.
Yeah,
Just
no.
off the set.
It's such an ugly thing.
Right. And
it's
see, Dean Martin had the tolerance you just don't have.
Yeah.
Because Dean drank if he was awake.
You don't
Yeah.
think Tom has the weight to carry it?
No, I don't think so
What do you
either.
weigh, Tom?
About 111.
Wow.
Man.
Eat more pancakes.
Yeah.
We got to help you out, brother.
We're giving Tom a traditional Southern breakfast so he can enjoy. Now,
what do you usually eat, Tom? Some kind of West
Crumpet,
Coast something?
Chitlins and gravy. Mostly chitlins and gravy, really.
Now, is this an exaggerated thing, or all kidding aside? Because I don't know if you heard any of them on the way in. From how it was told to me is, you know, how we all ended up together. You knew what you were going to do for the Tonight Show, and you said, well, the first stop must be the state of Alabama.
Well, you know, we wanted to go in alphabetical order,
right?
Because we're hoping to,
sure,
we're hoping to do every state.
Yeah.
And you guys got lucky, you know.
Yeah. And then when Alabama was mentioned, you know, we've got the former Rick and Bubba intern that's now Street for Jay.
That's right. Now that was just by coincidence too, right?
Yes.
He was walking through Hollywood.
Yes.
What was he doing in Hollywood?
He left, and this is what you're going to love. This being in the business, you are going to love this. Of all the people, he just basically worked here. It wasn't going anywhere because, you know, I don't know if you know this. It's a little hard to launch out of B-Ham sometimes. And he was doing some stand-up and all that and being on the show, and it really just wasn't going anywhere for him. Now, he'd bring a funny story to us every now and then, like some stuff you would have loved, like he burned his grandmother's house down.
That's big.
Wow. That's big.
And they kept it from him till he was, you know, like 18.
Yeah,
and he didn't know it. And he's dealing with that guilt now.
That ever air nationally?
Oh, yeah.
But think maybe I could steal that?
It was just regional. It was just regional. It was very green light.
Yeah, yeah.
But so he says, I'm headed to Los Angeles. I'm not married. I don't have it. You know, I have nothing to worry about except myself right now. I'm going to go out there so I can at least say I tried. He got into the groundlings and was taking classes there.
And he tried to become a manager of a pizza shop, and that didn't work out. He kept eating, you know, off the delivery.
Yeah, because he's a chubby kid.
Yeah.
And then he was walking down the streets. Jay's doing the jaywalking. He has a Rick and Bubba T-shirt on. That's how. And so we love that.
But thank y'all for not blotting that out.
Yeah, thanks for not blotting that out. and then
is that all his clothing? He only had Rick and Bubba.
Well, yeah, you got free stuff.
Well, he wears them 2 and 3 days at a time.
That he got here. And one time, I'm not making this up. We had a softball team, Rick and Bubba, for charity and stuff.
Right.
He actually sold it. We saw a homeless man wearing his softball jersey one time. Sold it to Goodwill. so I mean, you look and you see that's our softball jersey. It's on a homeless guy. So anyway. Jay stops in there. Y'all were doing something about who can dance or something.
Maybe the homeless guy was on a softball team.
Well, that's true. Maybe he was a ringer.
Yeah.
So, and he danced for Jay, and everybody thought it was very funny. And a lot of people said, man, that's a funny little chubby guy.
Yeah.
And as you know, most of the chubby comedians die young anyway.
Sure.
So there's always that. It's always open.
Yeah, well,
it's time
we
for another...
felt like Jack Black had got Casio's gig anyway, but he was kind of in a lull between movies, so I think it was a good opening for Casio. We call him Casio.
You know,
Mitchell.
We love our chubby comedians, but let's face it, they're not going to make it very long. So there's a lot of turnover there.
So he slipped in there just in time.
Yeah, and then Jay used him to go out and do it.
Well, it's exciting how quickly things can happen for you in this world.
Isn't it strange?
1 second.
Some people give their whole life to be discovered. He was on stage with Jay Leno after 16 weeks in L.A.
Yeah, that's probably really depressing for a lot of people out there.
The way in, you know, you knew what you were going to do for the Tonight Show, and you said, well, the first stop must be the state of Alabama.
Well, you know, we wanted to go in alphabetical order,
right?
Because we're hoping to, we're hoping to do every state.
Yeah.
And you guys got lucky, you know.
Yeah. And then when Alabama was mentioned, you know, we've got the former Rick and Bubba intern that's now doing a few things on the street for Jay.
That's right. Now that was just by coincidence too, right?
Yes.
He was walking through Hollywood.
Yes.
What was he doing in Hollywood?
He left, and this is what you're going to love. This being in the business, you are going to love this. Of all the people. He just basically worked here. It wasn't going anywhere because, you know, I don't know if you know this. It's a little hard to launch out of B-Ham sometimes. And he was doing some stand-up and all that and being on the show, and it really just wasn't going anywhere for him. Now, he'd bring a funny story to us every now and then, like the time
he just didn't have the traction.
Some stuff you would have loved, like he burned his grandmother's house down.
That's big.
Wow.
That's big. And they kept it from him till he was, you know, like 18.
Yeah,
and he didn't know it. And he's dealing with that guilt now.
That ever air nationally?
Oh, yeah.
But think maybe I could steal that?
It was just regional. It was just regional. It was very green light.
Yeah, yeah.
But so he says, I'm headed to Los Angeles. I'm not married. I don't have it. You know, I have nothing to worry about except myself right now. I'm going to go out there so I can at least say I tried. He got into the groundlings and was taking classes there.
And he tried to become a manager of a pizza shop, and that didn't work out. He kept eating, off the deliveries.
Yeah, because he's a chubby kid.
Yeah.
And then he was walking down the streets. Jay's doing the jaywalking. He has a Rick and Bubba T-shirt on. That's how. So we love that.
Thank y'all for not blotting that out.
Yeah, thanks for not blotting that out. and then
is that all his clothing? He only had Rick and Bubba.
Well, yeah, he's got free stuff.
Well, he wears them 2 and 3 days at a time.
That he got here. And one time, I'm not making this up. We had a softball team, Rick and Bubba, for charity and stuff.
Right.
He actually sold it. We saw a homeless man wearing his softball jersey one time. Sold it to Goodwill. so I mean, you look and you see that's our softball jersey. It's on a homeless guy. So anyway. Jay stops in there. Y'all were doing something about who can dance or something.
Maybe the homeless guy was on a softball team.
Well, that's true. Maybe he was a ringer.
Yeah.
So, and he danced for Jay, and everybody thought it was very funny. And a lot of people said, man, that's a funny little chubby guy.
Yeah.
And as you know, most of the chubby comedians die young anyway.
Sure.
So there's always that. It's always open.
Yeah, well,
it's time
we
for
felt like Jack Black had got Casio's gig anyway, but he was kind of in a lull between movies, so I think it was a good opening for Casio.
Because,
we call him Casio.
You know, we love
Mitchell.
We love our chubby comedians, but let's face it, they're not going to make it very long. So there's a lot of turnover there.
So he slipped in there just in time.
Yeah, and then Jay used him to go out and do it.
Well, it's exciting how quickly things can happen for you in this world.
Isn't it strange?
16 weeks. 16 weeks. He was only there 16
Some people give their
weeks.
whole life to be discovered. He was on stage with Jay Leno after 16 weeks in L.A.
Yeah, that's probably really depressing for a lot of people out there.
Yeah. There's somebody out there that is tooling their fine. I've just about got my 30 minutes to stand up down. I've been out here for 15 years like that. And all of a sudden Casio plops on the Tonight Show stage after 16 weeks.
But he did a good job when he had the opportunity.
Yeah, you got to be ready when the opportunity's there. You got to be funny once, but there's a lot of people that are funny that we'll never know. That's why you're here today.
That's why we're here. I mean, we're gonna even make that 16 weeks seem like a lifetime.
I mean, one night
we're gonna pull someone right out of their backyard, right?
And just right over.
Yeah, right over there.
All right, Cliff is in Demopolis. He just wants you to know about the guy who does hay art.
Okay.
We've seen this, and it is a little disturbing. Okay. I'll be honest.
And now, Cliff, what does he do?
He takes round bales of hay and he puts faces on them, and he makes hay art. He has an Elmo. He has a baseball player. He also has a 25-foot Tin Man that he built himself.
A Tin Man made out of hay?
No, a Tin Man. He actually, this is made of tin. This is actually...
it's made out of tin.
Oh, okay, because that'd be a hay man.
That'd be a hay man.
It would be a hay man, yeah. Hey, man. Hey, man. Huh?
Hey. He's also done a skeleton out of nuts and bolts.
Yeah. He made what? He made what out of nuts?
A skeleton out of nuts and bolts.
Okay.
That is that people have said is probably the best representation of the human body outside of a medical school that they've ever seen.
Real? Now, would you say this?
What in the world?
Cliff, where are you carrying us here?
No, I'm serious.
Cliff, wait. You're saying this guy got a bunch of nuts and bolts together,
nuts and bolts.
Created a skeleton, and the medical people were astonished by its accuracy?
Yes.
Were they able to tell the difference between it and a real human skeleton?
Well, this is the South. You can find a skeleton just about anywhere.
Well, that's your point.
At the side of the road or in the ditch.
All right, well, Cliff,
especially if it's Monday.
So now, Cliff, would you say he's the most interesting person in Alabama?
One of the top 10, I would.
Top 10?
Yeah.
We've seen his work. On the way, we've actually driven through there, and he has a bunch of farmland, and it's just one hay yard after another.
Top 10. Okay,
sprinkled with tin and nuts and bolt on.
Sure.
Okay, well, that's narrowing it down. Thanks.
We'll come back. 877 We Be Big. Tom Green is our guest, looking for the most interesting person. I just got this word from the Tonight Show, too. You can bring pets. If pets will help.
Oh, yeah.
Animals are welcome.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Yeah.
Animals are welcome.
Oh, yeah. Bring dogs, cats.
We know you have a love of cows.
Well, you know what animals are. I don't have to list off all the animals.
Bubba, Rick and Bubba.
We're back 12 minutes to the top of the hour of the Rick and Bubba Show. Tom Green is our guest.
We're back.
In search for America's most interesting people.
Yeah.
And Alabama is the stop for today and tomorrow. Tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Central Time. Just arrive at the Elk Lodge. That's number 79, as a lot of you know. The Cloud Room is where Tom Green and the Tonight Show cameras will be set up, asking the question, are you interesting?
Yeah, remember, this is not just for people out there that think they themselves are interesting, although that's great. I'm thinking a lot of people listening might think that's what it is.
No.
It's not just that. It's not just if you think you are interesting.
No.
It's also, let's say you know somebody who is very interesting.
Yes.
Somebody that you think is funny. Somebody that you laugh with or at. Somebody that is weird, somebody that is talented, somebody that is a curiosity.
Animals are welcome.
A curiosity, perhaps.
And if you don't know what animals are, Tom will be glad to tell you.
Yeah.
And that's dead or alive.
Dogs are animals. Well, dead or alive animals. Yeah. If you have a good carcass, if you have a carcass, a piece of carrion that you think, a piece of carrion could potentially qualify as the most interesting person in Alabama.
Who knows?
Yeah.
So, will this be a vision of at the end there'll be 50 interesting people, and then the country will, and not necessarily that, they could all come from one region. It could just be one person.
Well, we're looking for the most interesting person in each state.
And then will there be the big 50?
There may be the big 50. There may be a big interest showdown.
Right.
Like an interesting sort of semifinal.
That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens.
It's kind of got wheels of its own. It's just legs of its own. It's evolving and growing.
Yeah, no, this thing,
I mean, you really don't know.
We don't know how big this thing is going to get.
Right.
We're at the very early stages right now. It's very exciting. It's a very exciting moment. It's kind of like when when Oppenheimer split the atom. We're right before that explosion, that nuclear explosion of interest. We're right on the cusp of that right now. And out there, if you're listening, we're right on the cusp of that right now.
All right, we're now going to play a round of good old boy Tom Green Theater.
Okay.
This is where Bubba, and I know you knew this the minute you met him, is a Shakespearean connoisseur. He has memorized every line of every Shakespearean work. He quotes from one of his favorites.
Yeah, if you've seen Freddie Got Fingered, you know how much of a thespian I am.
Yes, and then you will quote it after Bubba, and then the audience has to identify what work are y'all quoting from.
Now, Rick, let's keep in mind, I do not read these. I quote them.
Every single one of them.
From the back of my left hemisphere, because I know the entire work. Everybody knows that.
Ladies and gentlemen, what Shakespearean work...
Wait, we got to set it up.
Yes.
We got to set it up.
Yes, Bubba...
Rick, hardly a day goes by. Rick forgot. Hardly a day goes by that somebody doesn't come up and tap me on the shoulder and say, "Excuse me, sir, are you Tom Green?"
Yes, that happens
And I'll
often.
say, "No, he weighs about a third what I do."
Yes.
But thank you for asking.
We've eaten meals bigger than Tom Green.
Then they will say, "Aren't you Bubba, that cultured fella?" And I say, "Yes, I am." And they said, "Bubba, we are living in a cultured area, but how do I know it?" And I say, "You watch Tom Green on Jay Leno, and you will see how cultured this area is."
Amen. Amen. And folks, really, it's up to me and Bill Bubba Bussey to
feed the beast, feed the beast, feed the beast.
And we will do that now.
You guys are coming to the Elk Lodge on Tuesday too, right? Yeah.
Well, we don't want to give everybody else lose hope.
Right.
So we're not going to say we're coming just yet because
just show up, make it a surprise.
Ladies and gentlemen, what Shakespearean work is Bill Bubba Bussey quoting from, and also Tom Green in today's edition of good old boy Tom Green Theater.
So you're going to read.
I'll cue you.
Then I'll do the same quote.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. The way I would do it. The way I would play it.
Sure. Just reading. No, I mean, I don't read this. You are an index and prologue to the history of lust and foul thoughts.
Tom?
You are an index and prologue to the history of lust and foul thoughts.
Bubba, second time?
You are an index to prologue to the history, gotta get down here, of lust and foul.
Bubba now pausing. This is a sewer. You know this in the theater circles. Pausing for effect.
Yeah.
Thoughts.
Okay, now let me do it again.
All right, Tom. With a sewer, please.
You are an index and prologue to the history of lust and foul thoughts.
Oh, wow. Different styles, but yet
Different
very
style,
effective.
That's why you've made the big money right there.
Sure.
It's sort of a reserved performance.
Right, it's like on the cusp again. Yeah. All right, here we go. If you know what Shakespearean work that Bubba and Tom are quoting from, we're going to enter you in this huge giveaway for the Talladega Super Speedway as the Nextel Cup Series comes a call on April 25th. You'll get all kinds of access. And remember, never, under any circumstance, should you ever play good old boy theater at home because
we are professionals.
Here we go. To the phones at 877 We Be Big. Any of these cities could house Alabama's most interesting person. Start with Tammy in Rainsville, Alabama. Tammy, how you doing? Welcome to the program.
Fine, how are you?
What do you think it is?
Macbeth.
Macbeth is not McWright.
But thank you for McGuessing this morning.
Yes, the McBuzzer for you. Guntersville, Alabama. Will is standing by. Will, what do you say?
How about Midsummer Night's Dream?
No, had many of those. As a matter of fact, last evening. But no, that is incorrect. Albertville, Alabama. Sand Mountain.
Albertville.
Yes. Melanie standing by. Melanie.
Albertville.
Hello, how about Othello?
Othello is correct.
Correct!
Oh, well done.
Anyway, Melanie,
Yes.
As a matter of fact, you'll be happy to know that the Sand Mountain Community Theater will be performing Othello, and our very own Don Juan DeMarco Williams will be playing the Moor.
And a great job he does.
Yes, congratulations to you, Melanie. You are now qualified to win the grand prize. You will be dropping the green flag for your favorite driver during qualifying, but you're also going into that grand prize drawing, which could feature grandstand tickets to Friday's qualifying, tower tickets to Saturday's Busch Series race, tower tickets to the Sunday race, garage passes, hospitality, victory lane passes, a photo with the winner on Saturday and Sunday.
A bunch of stuff.
Driving, the Richard Petty driving experience, a ride-along, all of that. But you've already got a chance to drop the green flag for your favorite driver. We'll put you on hold to find out which driver you want to drop it for, okay?
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
Wow.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.
I can't start another
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.
day without him, brother.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.
Oh, there is no other.
Rick and Bubba.
And we're back. 877 We Be Big is our number. Top of the hour, the Rick and Bubba Show. How are you? If you're just joining us, Tom Green is our guest.
Hello.
Along with the
Hello there.
the cameras and writers of The Tonight Show. The Tonight Show featuring Tom Green is out searching for America's most interesting person. And today we are talking about their stop in the great state of Alabama. I've also talked to the writers in the break, and they said that they'll try to help us keep you posted on the website, rickandbubba.com. When they hit other southeastern states, we cover basically everything from the Carolinas all the way down into to the panhandle of Florida. So keep watching the website for your state to come up, or take advantage of this and travel from wherever you have to be there tomorrow night, Tuesday night, 6 p.m. Central at Elk Lodge number 79, 2nd Avenue South, Birmingham, Alabama.
Yeah, it's important. This is the Alabama search, though. Because
Right.
These people have to be.
So you don't want people infiltrating from other states?
They have to be legal residents of the state of Alabama. Legal resident of the state of Alabama.
Okay.
Bring your driver's license. Bring some identification, birth certificate, passport. Does it say your what state?
I don't know. I don't have one.
I don't know.
What I'm saying is, and don't say passport, because that could rule out a lot of our landscaping people.
Sure,
Right.
sure.
Here now, we don't want that.
And if you've seen them handle a rake, you just wouldn't
Right.
believe it.
There could be some very talented folks. So
Bring your dental records.
Sure, sure. Shoe size.
That works.
Shoe size.
I guess that's why it's Dead Rider.
I really am funny, aren't I?
Can we get those guys to stay?
Yeah, could you?
I like that blue card thing.
We
That's neat.
we got cool seats for you.
Yeah.
And there's many times when we're really not. We miss so many great opportunities, and y'all could be here just flashcard.
But no, it really is important that we find somebody who is really interesting. I mean, you got as listeners, as people that are listening out there, as Alabamians,
Right.
as Alabamites.
Yeah.
As what is it, Alabamians?
Alabamians.
We will
As
accept
Alabamians.
any of those.
As Alabamians, I think it's important that we find the most interesting person. This person's got to be really interesting. This is state pride here is what this is
And see,
about.
I'm glad you said that, because our show is on in Nashville.
Yeah.
And see, when it first sounded like it was just a search for talent only, they'll get a bus of people.
Yeah.
And they'll bus right in. And
We'll be going to Tennessee.
Right, so don't do that.
We will be going to Tennessee.
So what you're
Eventually.
saying is,
So Tennessee's day is coming.
we're only focused on Alabama
Yeah.
for the Tuesday night stop. Tennessee, Georgia,
We're going to be going all over.
Florida, they're coming.
We're going there.
Right.
We're going there. Don't come to us. We'll come to you.
Don't come over the line.
But this is really, I mean, if you're listening and you are proud of your state, you are proud of this state, which I'm sure everyone here
Well,
is
of
in the
course we
state.
are.
You want to make sure that we get someone great. Okay, so if you know somebody that you know is great, and maybe they're not listening, you have to go over to their house, you have to knock on their door, you have to grab them by the hand,
And say, "We're
and you
going."
have to drag them
Come on.
down to the Elk Lodge on Tuesday.
All right, well, here it is.
Make sure they get that moment.
We're doing what you've asked everyone else to do. We're going to present to you what we think is someone you need to take a look at.
Forget William Hung.
And we'll do whatever we
He's
have to do
old
to get
news.
him there. We'll
Yeah,
do
he's
whatever we have to
washed
do.
up.
You're going to bring someone for us.
Well, 2 words, Luther Evans.
Okay.
And I don't want you to...
He was actually discovered, and we got to give props to the guys who used to
Let's
do the
be
morning
honest.
show on here, Mark and Brian, who are in Los Angeles now.
But
he still lives on. The legend lives on.
Yeah, you may have been on their show before. They used to be here. He tried them. They could not launch him. So maybe we can.
Okay.
Okay.
It's our dream.
See, they didn't have access to you guys like we have right now.
Yeah.
This is let's see that window. So we're going to now let you hear. And I know that there's just anticipation all over the Rick and Bubba area, because they know here it is again. We are now going to present to you Tom Green and to the writers and producers here from The Tonight Show. Ladies and gentlemen, Alabama's own Luther Evans.
It's a joke. When I was going to school, I was caught in many situations, but I kept it cool, even though I looked like a fool. I didn't have a car. I had to walk and catch the bus. And all that happened that it made me cuss. Woo! It's a joke, but don't laugh. Ha, 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 ha. It's a joke, but don't laugh. Ha, 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 ha. When I was going to school, I had to walk in all the weather. Rain, shine, sleet, and snow. That's why I do not care anymore. I couldn't catch the bus all the time because it cost 18 cents. And I had to keep all my dimes so I could drink my wine. Woo! It's a joke, but don't laugh. Ha, 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 ha. It's a joke, but don't laugh. Ha, 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 ha.
Yeah.
Very catchy.
It is, yeah.
I flunked all the tests.
Did you write
But
this?
why
Or?
think it's so bad?
It's always going to work.
Right.
I studied. It still looks so sad.
It's a very unique style.
He was ahead of the curve.
Well recorded.
He's about to rhyme bell bottom. Well, that quality is speaks for itself.
And I said, I don't give a damn and get drunk. Woo, that's a joke. But don't laugh.
So you're going to bring him down?
Oh, yeah. Well, there's
Yeah,
no
you're going to bring him to Elk Lodge. We want
to
to see him for sure.
I think that speaks for itself.
No, that was
It's
great.
a joke, but don't laugh.
Yeah.
Ha, 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 ha.
Yeah, no, that was good. He
Yeah.
wrote that, right?
Yeah, and see,
Yeah.
he was ahead of the curve using a filter mic long before Eminem ever thought about it.
Yeah, it sounds
You know.
almost like the Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
Well, see, now you hear that and you realize where Lenny Kravitz got the idea.
Yeah,
Sure.
no, it's
You
really.
follow?
When was that recorded?
Leader,
what
follow.
Year, what
Leader,
year was that?
follow.
What year?
That was probably recorded
Gosh, it had to be 10 years
10
ago.
years or more.
Oh, okay. So
It
it's
lives on in local
a bit of a classic
folklore.
around here.
But I
Yeah,
know
sure.
that when you first heard his rap and you heard his style, you questioned. You said, "Well, he's just doing a copy of somebody else's song." No, he wrote that, performed it himself, and recorded it himself.
Not a cover.
No.
And he sent it into you guys here.
Yes.
Have you been playing that for 10 years here?
Well, no, but it's been out there that long.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Well, I mean, yeah. And again, we don't want to confuse people and think it's just about singing, but
Right.
something like that could win.
But
Sure.
see, I think you need
take
to see,
that and throw in an animal, you might have something.
Yeah. If
You know?
he
I
shows
mean, really.
Yeah. If he shows up with a dead cat. You know,
And maybe he can like sling it.
Yeah.
You know,
what if
that
he
would
was
be huge.
slinging a dead cat while rapping that?
oh, that would win. I can almost guarantee that would be very close to a winner.
And in the rap, he worked in the line. There's so many people here you can't sling a dead cat without hitting one.
Sure. People would say Reuben who?
Right.
You know, really.
You're gonna have a lot of dead animals showing up at the Elk Lodge.
You're right.
Matt in Hartsville,
They've got a dump truck
Alabama. Matt, you're on with Tom Green. You had a suggestion. Go ahead.
Hey, Tom, how you doing?
Hello there, Matt. How are you doing today?
Hey,
Matt.
pretty good, man. Monkey grass. I've been listening to y'all for a while.
Thank you. Monkey Grass Signal's first time to call.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
code word.
Only you would appreciate that.
I knew that actually.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a good idea that maybe a lot of people are overlooking, and he's probably right outside your window. Jim, the crazy sign guy, is very interesting to me.
Jim, the crazy sign man, is he out there?
Oh, there's someone else.
I don't know. He could be a diamond in
Now-
the rough, guy.
We need to
could.
explain to Tom, he is,
You'll love this.
he looks like Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber, but since he's in jail, we know it's not him.
Right.
But he's a librarian.
He's not from Alabama, the Unabomber.
No, that was out northwest.
That was a rumor. But it wasn't true.
But he's a librarian by day, but he shows up with weird signs, and we're a little worried about him. But
Is he here? Let's have a look.
Is he out there?
Speedy, how do
Speedy?
I get this off the screen? Alt something?
Jim is out there now. I
Alt
think.
something?
Okay.
He's fumbling around with his signs. He doesn't appear to have it together.
Oh,
now.
yeah, look, I can see it here.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Let me get this.
Now, Tom, here's the thing you got to
The
love
guy with
about
the
this.
sign out there.
Here's what you're going to love about this. That's all. That's what he does.
Yeah.
He just stands there with various signs at any time.
Right. Yeah, always.
Yeah.
And any during your show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, he scared us when he first started showing up.
What's it say on the sign there?
Let's have a look. Let's
let's
close
see.
in here.
I'll fight Casio anywhere, anytime, and that goes for Matt Mitchell too.
Uh-huh.
I'll be over here if you need me.
Wow.
Yeah, but
I don't know what that means.
Yeah. See, doesn't that make it even stranger though?
Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, and he's wearing a nice. He's wearing he's listening on the radio in a headset.
Sure.
Yeah. And this is
So we could tell him
his
to do
pride.
something right now, like wave, or if
Yeah.
we asked him to wave,
Yeah,
he would
wave,
wave.
Jim.
Yeah.
See,
Oh, yeah,
see how that works?
Yeah, that's really neat.
Hold your sign up, Jim.
Now, this is one of Jim's famous pieces of work. It, as you see, it says Auburn, one of our state schools here, but at a moment's notice, he can flip it to say Alabama.
Yeah, no, he is.
And he's very proud of that.
He's an interesting guy. That's kind of what we're talking about.
And he knows the Dewey Decimal System backward and forward. That's really
What is his name again? Sorry.
Jim the Crazy Sign Man.
Jim the Crazy.
Jim the Crazy Sign Man. That is actually very close to what we're talking about. Jim the Crazy Sign Man. Not a singer, not a dancer, okay? No real definable talent, but interesting.
See,
very interesting.
See, we used him as the perfect example of why you're here.
Yeah.
See, that's more what you're looking for.
Yeah.
There.
Well, no. I'm not saying it's more what we're looking for.
You're just saying interesting.
It qualifies, though. It definitely qualifies.
If he walked out there at the Elk Lodge, y'all would not go, no, that's not what we're looking for.
No. See,
You
not
have
a singer, not a dancer, but interesting.
I'm even hearing from you that if you're just real talented at singing and dancing, this probably isn't what it's about. Unless it's interesting singing and dancing.
Well, if it's interesting singing and dancing, yeah. Or if you're so good that it crosses over and becomes interesting just because it's so good. Like if Celine Dion showed up, okay, Canadian, by the way. You know
and she could sling a dead cat.
You know, and the entire Elk Lodge, everybody holding their dead cat just stopped in amazement
and
with
she
their dead
owned
cat.
the crowd. Owned it.
She owned the dead cat.
Right.
Calling crowd.
How about this? Even the cats begin to somewhat clap.
Yeah. Yeah. So we don't want to turn anybody away. Talented, untalented, interesting.
Some people are talking about Christina, the eccentric sales chick.
Oh yeah.
Well, another one.
Yeah, you need to. Yeah.
Now who's she?
Oh,
she writes poetry, and it's so deep we don't understand it, and I don't know that anybody does.
And she will recite it while playing the double sparrow.
Yeah, no, that sounds good. What's a double sparrow?
It's some Indian flute.
Yeah, it looks like two wood things together.
It's an Indian flute.
Looks like an easel with the back leg tore off of it.
Okay.
Kinda,
yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And it makes weird noises.
And then she does poetry.
How do we get a hold of her?
She's here.
Oh, she's here.
Oh yeah, she's in the building.
Okay.
Is she prepared for anything? We'll send her down there.
Send her down to the Elk Lodge.
Send her to the Elk Lodge. Yeah.
I mean,
with JT, that'd be perfect.
Tom,
getting the email.
I just want to make sure that it's we've been really clear, haven't we?
I hope we have.
Really clear.
I hope
because this is important.
Yeah.
This is important, not
this
just
is stop
to us.
number one. This will. If this is stop one,
yeah,
you know, you'll probably figure out by the time you're in the F's what you're really doing.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, the people have to really grasp this.
Right. This is very important, not just for me, not just for Jay, not just for the Tonight Show, not just for America, but for Alabama.
Amen.
For Alabama, this is important. Okay.
Tom, email. The women are wanting to know.
This is important.
They're saying
for
you're
Alabama.
You're a hot babe. Are you?
Really?
Are you looking for love?
Oh,
while
here
you're
we
out
go.
on the road?
Tom, ladies, Tom's
Please,
here to
turn
find,
it down, ladies.
He's not here to get a date.
Well, wait a minute. She leave a phone number or anything like that? Let's not be hasty here.
Show up at the Elk Lodge.
You know, that can be another way of qualifying as well. Let's not
date the judge.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you're going to get a lot of that. So you are single now?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah. And that, you know, again, I am one of the judges here, so ladies, come on down. No.
Sure. Well, you said interesting.
Yeah, interesting. Interesting. Anything that is interesting. Yeah.
Well, it all starts tomorrow night, Tuesday night. Make plans to be there. Tom, as we talk right now, is about to set out across the state of Alabama in search for Alabama's most interesting person, and they'll do all the states. So the Elk Lodge, number 79, Tuesday night, 6 o'clock Central Time. Just get there, get in line, and get ready for Tom Green to be interested in what you're doing.
And if you're out, like, filling up with gas today, and a very slim young man comes up and starts talking to you, do not call 911.
Right.
It might be Tom Green.
Yeah.
It might be.
Yeah. Or it might be someone that you should probably call 911.
Right. Yeah.
You will have to use your own discretion.
Yeah.
What an honor to be part of this.
Thank you, guys. Thanks very much for helping us out. We really appreciate you guys helping us with this because it's
our pleasure.
Thanks.
And we wish all of our interesting people in the state of Alabama, we wish you good luck.
Yes. This is the stage you've asked for it. Now you have it.
Yes. This is what having Matt Mitchell on the Tonight Show has done for America. We'll be back. Thanks, Tom.
The boys play matchmaker.
Susan in Montgomery, Alabama says that her brother is the perfect man for Mandy.
Yes, he works, and I mean,
works. That's a good start. So what does he look like?
he's tall. He weighs about 280.
Oh yeah.
280. How tall is he? About 5'8".
And he's a nice young man. He's 39 years old.
Mm-hmm.
He keeps himself up and everything.
He does what? That keeps himself up?
Yeah.
Bathes regularly and all that.
Sure, twice a day.
Oh,
well, good deal.
We're talking.
Yes, he has a real nice trailer down in Shorter, Alabama.
All right.
Double wide or single?
Yeah.
He's single.
Does he own the lot or rent?
No, I know he's single. Is the trailer single?
You said he had a nice trailer.
Yes, he's got a real nice
Is
trailer.
it double or single?
Double.
Okay.
Oh.
Stay tuned, because more Rick and Bubba's coming right up.
19 minutes past the hour of the Rick and Bubba Show. We are back. Our thanks to Tom Green and the Tonight Show for including us in this. Once again, I think they made it pretty clear that they're going to hit every single state. And the guys think it will start. The search will begin airing on the Tonight Show, they believe, by April the 15th. So that would be Alabama, I would assume, would be April 15th. But Georgia, Florida, the Carolinas, those of you listening, Mississippi, if you watch or listen to this program, your state will be included at some point. So, but he said that they are kind of going alphabetically, so it could be some, just kind of figure out what your state starts with, and that's probably where you're going to be down the line.
Rick, excellent put. And Bad Mama Jim, can I have some more syrup? My pancakes have soaked up.
You know what? I think Tom.
I've got to reload.
I felt like Tom and the crew from the Tonight Show enjoyed their food.
Well, I do too, and it's early, and this is probably not Tom Green's, time of day. It'd be much like me about midnight.
I guess I'm now, and I blame Casio for this, but at the same time love him for it. I no longer can comprehend that the Tonight Show is now like doing a lot of things with the show. It's like I can't even grasp it. It's like, once again, I mean, look at this.
You feel like you need counseling?
I'm just tossed a business card from the Tonight Show as if that should happen. You follow what I mean? As if that should be part of my day. That the Tonight Show will flip me a card and says the quote, "You have a family at the Tonight Show. You're welcome.
Come see us." And we had to tell Izzy, you don't understand. We will.
Yeah, that's the part Izzy doesn't understand. We are the people who said, back at the beginning of the show. Remember we went after the phrase, "Y'all come with us"?
Sure.
Do you remember that? And we declared that the audience, the next time a family member or friends leaving your home says, "Y'all come with us," that you pack your bags and go. See, that's what they don't understand. When they say that as a nice gesture, which I appreciate the kindness of it. But what they don't understand is we really will.
Yes.
If we think we have a green light to the Tonight Show, we will wear Izzy out. You know it? We're that friend.
Hey, Izzy, Rick and Bubba here. Yeah, we're in town.
Yeah. Hey, man. A lot of folks have demanded that we return to Los Angeles in a little sitcom we call Willie and Wanda 2.
Yes. Well, let's just leave them at home this time if it's all right with you.
Yes. Let's. And if we do, decide to go to LA again and tie listeners to it, let's just not have a registration point at a tidal pond.
Good point, Rick. Good point.
Just a little safety measure. But anyway, so that's going to be huge. I will be, if there's any way we can get there tomorrow night, I think we should. Do you agree with me on that? And I felt like Tom, you know how when you come to somebody's place, like when you're in somebody else's town, and you kind of want them to go with you on whatever you're doing that night because they can kind of help you?
I felt like he wanted us to be there.
I did too.
Didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because, as a matter of fact, when he was leaving and we shook hands, he looked me in the eye and said, so we'll see you tomorrow night. He did one of those. You know what I'm talking about? You want the local guys there with you because you don't know what you're getting yourself into.
Well, every area has its own, local things you have to be aware of. And unfortunately, I don't know a lot about the Elk Lodge. I'll be honest with you. It's been kind of an oversight on my part. But
yes, I was, the last time I was in East Lake, I was, 5 years old.
Right.
So I don't know how much help I can be. But we will see. Also, want to pass along to you, there is rumors right now that the entire cast of Dean & Company are calling an emergency meeting. I don't know if that's true or not.
Hey, look, I know some of you had called in about that. I'm having some email issues right at the moment, but we tried, and we just didn't have it ready to go because I know I got several calls here that said, show us abracadabra.
Yeah. Why did Tom not get to see that? Who do we play?
So let me just say to the Deanie and the Dean family, famous for their local cable access show, just head on over to the Moose Lodge. Be ready to perform and do it live. And really, in my mind, I think the liveness of it might even be more dramatic, if I had to guess.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
What does it sound like, crickets? What is that? Is that microphone over there?
I think it actually is crickets.
Did you hear it?
No. Don Juan, I know for you.
Did Tom bring crickets?
All this is weird. All this is, see, for Bubba and I, and for Speedy, it's too late. Our time to run off and chase fame and fortune is over. You know, we're married men now. We have just tons of kids and children. There's too much responsibility in our world now. We can't chase that anymore.
Rick, I'd love to chase fame and fortune, but I'd rather be at the Little League part.
I would too.
You know what I mean?
And we will talk about that in the next segment. Opening day for the Rick and Bubba Yankees and the Rick and Bubba Red Sox. And, of course, Speedy with the Rick and Bubba Astros. Of course, they've already played like 11 games.
Sure.
But we'll try to get an update, too. Don Juan, for you, you know it happened for Casio. Yeah. The Tonight Show people were around you again.
What was that? You cut it down?
No, it was on. It was the B setup, the wireless mic. How does this feel? I mean, there it is again. You get one of those?
I got one of the business cards from the Tonight Show.
Did he say come see him? Did you hear that?
Yeah. He wants me to come down there too, so I'm going to come down. I'm going to be down there at the Elk Lodge.
You have to.
Yeah, I got to go down there. Now I don't know if that's the place that I need to like reveal some of my talent. That's if I have talent. I don't know if I have.
How much more clear could Tom Green be? I'm telling you, Tom Green was saying, if I could interpret, if your act is just talent and talent alone, it's not going to do it. It's going to have to be talent and something interesting.
Yes.
Like maybe you do some of your hip hop numbers for them, but like you're dressed as a duck or something.
Do we still have the old pig suit?
No.
Pig the Potbelly Poker Playing Pig?
How about the Helium Boy outfit? We still have it?
Well, that'd be precious.
Boy, that would be.
A rapping Helium Boy?
You know what? You know what? So we just got that. I don't know who's put that up there. That kid that talks backwards.
Flip.
Flip. That was interesting.
Tom Green would love Flip.
He'd love Flip.
All right, somebody get Flip.
I'm going to get Flip, and we're going to go down there.
Well, he's probably in school.
Yeah, so will you get Flip there tomorrow
I'm
night?
going to call Flip, and we're going to go down there.
Because, I mean, if y'all are listening, Tom, Tonight Show, the guy talks backwards.
He has Tourette's, and that's his little thing. You know, some people do the little twist.
He can talk backwards.
He can say words backwards.
I mean, like that. Look, you think he wouldn't be huge on the Tonight Show?
That'd be solid.
Will somebody get Flip there?
I'm getting Flip there.
All right, well, it's underway. The Elk Lodge number 79, Birmingham, Alabama. Tomorrow night, the Tonight Show and Tom Green are there in search of Alabama's most interesting person, 6 p.m. Central Time. We'll keep that updated on the website as well. We'll come back. We'll talk about Bubba and I return to T-Ball, Bubba's debut appearance with Hunter at T-Ball when we return.
Rick and Bubba.
31 minutes past the hour, the Rick and Bubba Show, 877 We Be Big. Our fax line is 205-945-3999. On the World Wide Web, it's Rick and Bubba, spell out the word and.com. We told you every week throughout the spring you're going to be seeing a giveaway on the website. Right now, the website, courtesy of the Talladega Super Speedway, the Nextel Cup Series comes to Talladega on April the 25th, the Busch Series on the 24th. And we've, of course, on air going to be giving away a great opportunity for you to get VIP privileges to that race. But right now on the website, opportunities for you to drive in the Richard Petty driving experience. 5 people will win a chance to drive. Another 20 will get ride-alongs. And all you have to do is go to the website and register your name there at Rick and Bubba, spell out the word and.com. If you're looking for tickets to the Nextel Cup Series, Aaron's $4.99 or the Busch $3.12, all you have to do is go to the TalladagaSuperspeedway.com. There are still seats available for that huge event. Tom Green now interviewing Jim the Crazy Sign Man.
Yeah, that's strange. That's strange.
Well, you know what that means? That a caller called and reminded us about Jim, and Tom. Look, there he is. Tom. There goes Tom.
He's carrying Tom around to show him his signs.
Yeah, Tom. See, Tom's art. He may have the whole show put to bed before he ever leaves this parking lot.
Sure.
So anyway, that's still going on. And we'll keep you updated on what's happening as Tom Green searches for America's most interesting person. The first stop, the state of Alabama, and he was here with us this morning. Bubba, speaking of interesting, this last weekend, it was weird. You know, Speedy last year took care of all of our Little League coverage, as my older children have moved beyond Little League, which gave me a little break there in between children. But Hunter Buss, your son, old enough for Little League now, and Big Love, old enough for Little League. I returned to T-ball this past Saturday, and you debuted. I must say, was it all you had hoped for?
Friday night, we started, and you know, Rick, that's a big moment for a dad. First time for the little Tock to get out there and take a cut at that ball and run to base. It was big fun. And then we had another game on Saturday, and that's when I saw you across the way. And
yes,
that was a little weird. I saw you running around tire over there. So
well, and that's tough.
But it all went good. I guess. You know, I didn't know really what to expect at this age level, and it's, you know, wow, it's wide open, isn't it?
Yeah, well, yours is coach pitch, which means the coach pitches 3 to the batter, and then if he doesn't hit it, he hits off the tee.
Right, that is correct.
And ours is pure T-ball. Ours is what's called the instructional league, which means these are children that probably, for all practical purposes, have no business playing yet. They're way too young, but we'd like to see them in their uniform. We'd like to get a team picture. And that is really, to me, what we play for. I don't know that we play for anything else at that level. Is basically for cute pictures of our kids in their uniforms. You know, the Rick and Bubba Yankees. You know, when you're the Yankees, you have to deal with a lot of heckling. You know what I mean, from other parents and
right.
And things like that. And you know, when you're walking out there, you know, people are screaming at you, "Hey, y'all bought all the good players," and "Hey, y'all, you know, we don't have the payroll y'all got. Let me see a birth certificate on."
A lot of Yankee haters.
Yeah, let me see a birth certificate on number 75 there. You know, that was Big Love and all that. So, yeah, I'm not sure what to do. I really had already gotten into something else, so I don't really know what to do with that. So, should I talk to Speedy now, or huh?
I'm kind of like you. I don't know what's up.
I kind of came out of the break uninformed there, so I just kept rolling what we had going there. Huh? Oh, wait. Well, there's actually... Oh, so Tom Green is still out there. Okay. Yeah. So that's what Speedy's telling us. Okay. All right. Well, we did not know that Tom Green would continue, and Tom Green is throwing a boomerang off of Big Boy Bluff right now. Remember when Jim the Crazy Sign Man...
Now, this was like some... well, there he goes. He just threw it. And
Tom Green has just thrown a boomerang off Big Boy Bluff, and where is it? There, it's coming around, sort of, is it?
Did it?
And it hit
a lot of people pointing.
Yeah. And Jim, not
exactly. It doesn't exactly fly back to you like you know it shows on the commercial, Rick. You know.
Well, here's the crazy thing too. Jim was playing his steel drums as Tom Green took advantage of Jim's boomerang. Tom Green has discovered that Jim the Crazy Sign Man is a plethora of information for him. Jim will definitely make. Don't you think he will make it? I mean, there's no question to me.
Well, he's had Tom in the parking lot longer than we did.
Yeah,
I mean, you say something, huh?
He has had more time with Tom than we had with him. So Jim the Crazy Sign Man is there. Okay, so Speedy's not saying anything. So I guess they just wanted us to know what was going on out there, and we saw it. But ours went, you know, as expected. Big Love's first time out. You never know what he's going to do. He made it for 2 innings. And then announced to me, this is not me using a paraphrase, don't misunderstand me. This is not me letting you know, basically, these are the exact words. He looked at me and he said, okay, Dad, I'm out of here. And I said, ho, ho, ho. I said, we still got more innings to play and all that. Don't you want to bat again? No. I said, hey, we need you out there in the field. No, I'm out of here. And I said, so what are you going to do? He said, I want to go over here and eat some ice. So that's what he did for the last inning of the ball game. He went.
Well, nice of him to let the other kids play.
Yeah, he went to the wood and said, "Hey, I'm out of here." So that was our big moment as we battled, which I know was a tough team, the Cubs. And it was a tough opening game for us. But
yeah, we took the Cubs on Friday night, then the Marlins Saturday, and as Hunter came around the base to which he needed to keep, be moving, like going to home. I was coaching third.
Yes.
He did have to slow up to say, "Hey, Daddy, there's a girl on their team." So, and a pretty doggone good shortstop, I might add.
Well, at this age, we have 2 girls on our team, and I'm going to tell you they're 2 of the best players we have. You know, we've got the typical, you know, we've got, the kids that are like my kid that are just out there. And then we've got, the one kid that the dad has worked with a lot, and he's like really, really good, Drew, and he's real focused. And basically, I'm sure he and his dad find the rest of us annoying.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Because we're not as into it as they are, and we're trying to do it. It's kind of interesting. The two kids who we have the most trouble with getting focused are the two coaches' sons. The head coach and me, our sons are the ones most likely to say, I'm out of here, and leave the field. Also in a crew, one of Big Love has about 3 girlfriends from school that he likes, and one of them came to the fence in a horrifying, distracting move as the word went out that Savannah was near. And I knew that was going to be trouble. He leaves the field in warm-ups, goes over to the fence, and starts talking to Savannah, to which Savannah's dad screamed at me, hey, that boy better make a lot of money if he ever wants to take her on. So, that was right. I couldn't hear him for the shouts of people screaming, let's see a birth certificate on 75.
Sure,
But,
sure.
If your kid's 4'2" and 50 pounds and he's playing the 4- and 5-year-old, people will question.
And, Rick, I found it very warming how well our children get together.
Yeah.
Big Love now, who is, how old is he, 5?
He turned 5 in February. Just turned 5, and his
5, and my daughter Caitlin, who is 4, who greeted each other with an open mouth kiss.
Troubling.
Wasn't really prepared for that.
Troubling for you and I is we thought they were innocently standing in line for chewing gum. Sure. For some bubble gum. You looked over and said, well, there was a little greeting from Caitlin and Big Love. Big Love has become a player, and he is just I think he's looking for whoever would draft with him. He I hate to say it, he's become the little Mike Brunson. He's just running numbers right now. You know what I mean?
Love the one you with.
Yeah, he is just his name is Big Love.
Sure.
I mean, and he's got love for everybody.
Plenty of love.
And also, this new thing is Big Love has become obsessed with Betty, your wife, and claims everything he does, he wants Miss Betty to see it. He was distraught that we got separated on eating Friday night because we were out there just playing in the park, and all of a sudden I go, hey, they're playing out here.
Yeah.
And then I look, and here y'all come, and Big Love began to announce, I want to go eat and sit by Miss Betty. And I'm going, well, they're going, and it's getting kind of confusing now. So I heard all the way home screaming, I want to eat near Miss Betty.
Yeah, well, we got through a curve. First place we went to, backed up. Yeah. Couldn't wait with the kids.
Were you like me? I forgot it was Friday night. What were we do?
I know.
It was Friday night at 7 o'clock. What was our thinking?
Well, we finally found a pizza place with a few seats in it, so
yes,
it all worked out. Had a good time, but we hate y'all couldn't make it.
Well, we had to bail out. Big Love and Taz are both lactose intolerant, and I don't think anybody wanted to see that.
No,
you know what I mean?
No.
I don't believe anybody wants to see the Tasmo have a reaction to being lactose intolerant.
Not with a big cheese pizza.
Let me tell you, it is not pretty when it happens. His little face breaks out, and he just starts. Body functions begin.
Sure.
And he becomes very unhappy. So that was good. Well, I kind of think it all went well. I also am concerned, and I know you are too, that our kids' uniforms are too nice. I mean, what are these kids? What do they look forward to? When we were coming up, you wore the first league. You wore just colored shirts, a T-shirt that was a color.
Right.
I remember my first
yellow team, green team.
Yeah, my first team was called the Blue Caps, and we wore blue caps with nothing on them. And you wore a T-shirt and a pair of blue jeans. And then from there, you go up to, if you're really lucky, you get to wear some gas station on your shirt. And now here are our children. They are 5 and 6, and they're walking around in Major League Baseball uniforms. I mean, here's my kid at 5. He's got pinstripe pants and a Yankees jersey and a Yankee hat. What has he got to look forward to? I mean, what's going to be better than that?
I've never really been a Red Sox fan per se, but we do have pretty cool outfits.
Well, their uniforms are cool.
And, look, Betty's kind of on me saying I took it too far because I got me like white pants to wear and red socks, and your black tennis shoes and
you're one of the coaches,
so I look, but the other ones are wearing like blue jeans. So maybe I was
the others aren't dressed that way.
No, not completely, not completely.
I went on picture day and put my pinstripes on.
Yeah, sure.
And
sure.
Because I didn't have a shirt because Jay Barker got mine.
Right.
And then went cruising with the Tide and wasn't even there. At least I made the opening game.
Can I tell you something I was not ready for that I didn't know? Because we've heard Speedy, and all the stats and stuff. We don't keep score in our coach group.
Yeah, I thought y'all did. I know we don't because we're T-ball. Now I do, and we beat the Cubs by 4. But I don't want to get into all that because it's not important.
Now they said at the end of the year we have a tournament and they actually keep score. But
well, that's
the way
to the kids, they played all year and didn't have to, and all of a sudden, boom.
Well, the way the rules are, it's kind of strange. Like if you throw to first which is a big thing to even attempt it.
Absolutely.
And the ball gets by the first baseman, the runner actually gets to go to second base, which, you know, is confusion, really, because in my mind, then as coaches, we should say, don't throw to first. This is how we should try to win.
I know.
Let's put about 8 people on the infield.
You're right.
Whoever gets it, get it and run to second base every time. And if we get some outs at second base, then we're all right. That's the only hope we got to get anybody out.
Well, that's also those great T-ball guys that teach their kids to roll it to the base.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
Just to win.
Right.
And,
right.
But yeah. So you know that keeping score thing. Now, didn't y'all win both y'all's games?
Well, on the card I had, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the report.
Now the Marlins game was a little closer.
Yeah.
But,
right.
Yeah. Definitely.
But I mean, Friday night y'all just y'all ran away with it.
Oh yeah, it's 6-7 runs. Yeah. The way I had it.
Also, very distracting too that our signs are up. We're sponsoring our teams, and we look out in the outfield, and there's the logo with our faces on it. Of course, that attracted Big Love's attention too, and he went out there and had to go talk.
Can I tell you, Big Love looked good in his outfit though. That was a good look for him. Number 75.
You love him putting that on the baseball uniform. We'll be back.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.
And I'm 5 minutes Emma with the Rick and Bubba Show with your community calendar for today, Monday, April 5th.
The Reverend Thomas Keating leads our program today at Wake Forest University in Salem, North Carolina.
Congressman Mel Watt hosts the Senior Citizens Town Hall meeting in Charlotte today to discuss the Medicare prescription drug plan.
In sports action tomorrow night, you can take the Atlanta Hawks as they take on the Philadelphia 76ers at Phillips Arena in Atlanta. Also going on will be the Hawks VIP Ball Kid auction in the same place at the same time.
I'm Matt Nevinson. Have a good day.
I'm Hobie signing off. If you've got something for us to...
Ooh, it
All
brings
right, we're
me
back.
to my
It is
knees.
10 minutes to the top of the hour. Speedy has just returned from the parking lot of death there from Big Boy Bluff. We understand that Jim the Crazy Sign Man has basically commandeered the entire Tonight Show staff and Tom Green.
Well,
what's going on down there, Steve?
I got to laughing so hard. It was one of those things where I start coughing and all that.
Yeah,
and
sure.
Ryan's down. He's on one knee.
Yeah.
And Tom's still out there doing an interview.
Still out there.
With the NBC affiliate here, NBC 13. And so he's about to wrap up and head on. But let me just say, I got to laughing because two people we didn't give a whole lot to, Casio
yes.
and Jim the Crazy Sign Guy.
No, wait. I think we did give them a lot.
No, but you know what I'm saying. I mean, we gave them a whole lot, but
Sure.
I mean, you know, CK on the Tonight Show. I mean, come on now, Matt Mitchell.
Yeah, I know.
And
I know what you mean.
And Jim the Crazy Sign Guy. I mean, y'all are scared of him. I've told you I think he's harmless, but I think he's so smart he's strange.
Oh yeah.
And he has just made a hit so bad that they've like getting his phone numbers and stuff, and it just I got to laughing. I just got tickled because two people that.
What you're saying is let's present it this way, and let's see if I'm with you, if I'm drafting on this. The Rick and Bubba show,
right?
The Tonight Show said we will take and pick two people from the whole Rick and Bubba show experience, and their choices are Casio Kid and Jim the Crazy Sign Man. Is that what you're saying?
Two people that sometimes were below the bar here on our show.
Yeah.
Well, it was you know, they were supporting roles.
And we'll take them.
They were in orbit around the show like at Neptune. Okay,
Yeah,
not what you'd call a Mercury, Venus, or Mars.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly. Casio had his glory moments.
Well,
and Jim has had his, but
you put it.
But something that has become so commonplace to the point that I'll even see Jim and be tired of it.
Right. I mean, that's like I'm having to email Jim back to turn him down like every day.
Yeah, right.
Well, I saw them reenact the throwing of the special African, what do you call it, the boomerang over the cliff. You know, we did that years ago where Jim dove over the side to get that. But to Tom Green, that's new stuff.
That's what I mean. But what I'm saying is we've had Tonight Show quality bits around for years, and we didn't even know it.
No. And now, they started with Jim about the sign. Okay, and Jim said,
Ryan Greenwood. Hey, Ryan.
Ryan was out there. Jim said the Rick and Bubba show about 1 million times, so finally Tom said, could you just say it's about you now? I mean, we know it's about the show.
Right.
Okay? And he loved his Alabama-Auburn thing. And then Tom would go, okay, turn it. Oh, okay, turn it again.
Yeah.
And again. You know, and we just go back and forth. And then he pulled out the one, I'll be over here if you need me. So Tom made him go to the top of the ridge.
Way up.
And like you stand up there, you know, and he goes, where are you? I'm over here if you need me. You know, I can see Jay Leno playing off this.
Oh, yeah.
Then they go and start getting, because Jim said, hey, I've got more signs. They said, how many? He said, about 20 of them.
Tom said, you got more signs.
So before you know it, Tom Green, he's like in Jim's car. I mean, like pulling out signs. Yeah. They get his steel drums and start playing them, and this little coin thing, what was that?
Sifter thing?
Yeah, they start sifting for coins.
Like sifting for coins.
They throw boomerangs. I'm telling you, they got their own show, and they hadn't even left the parking lot. And that's one thing that Tom said. That's how they wrapped it up. Tom said, okay, we hadn't even left the parking lot of the radio station, you know, and here it is. So, and we just got to laughing, didn't we, Ryan, that two guys,
I know,
Jim and Jim.
That's what we've sent to the Tonight Show.
Yeah. Let me tell you who this is good news for. Ladies and gentlemen, the next star to be made, Bones the truck driver.
Yeah. That's he's next. But I will tell Jim, he shined. His delivery was great.
That way to go.
I mean, he'd pause. I'll be over here if you need me. You know, I mean, he really
even got Tom a couple times.
Yeah.
Made him laugh. He made Tom laugh?
Yeah, because he liked the Hasta la Pizza or whatever.
Hasta la Pizza. See,
yeah, there you
I'm
go.
so past that one.
Yeah.
You know,
I know. That happened in 02.
Right.
And you know, and so...
For once, we're ahead of the West Coast.
We are.
I mean, Jim being quick, though, you remember Tom wrapped it up and said, Hasta la Pizza to you, whatever. He goes, I'll be over here if you need me. And Tom was like cracking up. So I'm telling you, Jim's going to be a hit on the Tonight Show.
What if he got Casio's gig?
Yeah. Casio, Jim the Crazy Sign Man.
Jay Leno.
To the point where they asked Jim if he had an agent. Win-play show.
That's not true.
They were even looking for him. I said, where'd Jim go?
That's not true. Jim's going to be a hit, and you gave him 0.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.
We're back 14 minutes to the top of the hour. We just got through parading Christopher Columbus around on our shoulders as a hero after fixing the hum in the audio here that has been on the engineer list since January. And Christopher Columbus actually put, I think it might have been 5-10 minutes into it and got it resolved. So thank you, Christopher.
Well, Rick, let's be sure we haven't aired it yet.
I know,
okay?
that's true.
But things are weird when you have this many loops together.
Do you want to air it first, and then we'll air the dirty laundry?
Yes.
But let me tell
There's
you,
dirty laundry behind this.
let me tell you, that's why you heard the People's Court theme music. There's some dirtiness here, and here's the problem. And I blame you, Jim, the Crazy Sign Man. Matt Mitchell, it was bad enough that all the people who are in supporting roles here on the show, that Casio Kid is now a regular on the Tonight Show, and y'all were just about to get over that, the other support personnel. And then, now Jim the Crazy Sign Man is the latest Tonight Show darling. And now what that means is if anybody who's in a supporting role on the show can get near the Tonight Show, they will be scooped up. And I'm just going to take that. And set that over here. In a minute, we'll tell you the bad blood that is starting to look, it's human nature. Oh, it's human nature. All right, right now, let's have a look. This is Dom Juan DeMarco last night, and also, Eddie, I want you to know Peaches was with him.
Sure she was.
And last night that they went to document.
Well, they're special friends.
Right. Went to document what happened last night. Tom Green's search. Now, we were all weirded out by the location that Tom picked. He wanted some obscure place that not only would you have to be strange, you'd also have to be committed to finding it. You know what I mean? Because it was not easy to find, was it, Dick?
And he got
Not at all.
And he did.
Hey, it's on out there. 2nd
Avenue South, the Elk Lodge number 79 is Tom Green searches on. Let's have a look. And right now, there's no hum right now. I'm good with it. All right, so here it is.
We've made it.
There's D.
The lovely cloud room.
Look at that, Bubba.
Where Tom Green's inside trying to find talent for the Tonight Show. It's in a nice neighborhood, by the way. I love this area. It's a nice area. I want to give a big shout out to my cousin Pookie sitting over here on the porch behind that tree. That's my cousin Pookie right there.
There's Pookie. Hey, Pook.
Good to see him again.
Yep.
We're going to go inside. See if we can find.
So there it is. The Tonight big sign.
Standard black
my buddy Casio works there.
Yeah.
He's huge there. Matt Mitchell, you might know him.
Oh my gosh, we're acknowledging that Casio works for the Tonight
Look, I want to compliment Peaches on the steady camera work.
Yeah, that's pretty good stuff right there. I wonder how Eddie would have done it. Oh, I'm sorry, she didn't get to go. Okay, let's keep looking here. Here's some of the talent. Tom's on the stage. Please look at Tom Green. This is your standard singer.
Get a line feed right off the mic, D.
Yeah. The PA there at the Elk Lodge, number one.
The old PA, I tell you.
This is the standard big black woman singing.
That's Amy Simmons right there, the yodeler.
Here's the yodeler who yodeled for us and did very well on our... How about she is?
She got a standing ovation, by the way.
Can I tell you, they have nice banners.
What is this?
He's an auctioneer.
Yeah, he's done the...
So he looks a little bit like Jay Leno.
Made me buy that Alabama guitar that time. Yeah, he's a good auctioneer. Here he is. Here's Flip.
Here's Flip.
The guy who talks backwards.
Look, Tom can't believe it. Look, trust me, Tom. He's got a tick. He can do it.
Encyclopedia. I need it next one then.
Amazing, by the way.
I need it next one then.
Look, Tom doesn't know if it's right or not. What we got here?
Spoons.
He played the spoons, y'all.
He looks like a sumo wrestler.
Tired?
Yeah, real tired.
That's all he's got. That's all.
Like, oh my gosh, what is this?
Popping his knuckles, y'all.
Oh, that's loud popping right
loud.
There. Jim.
There's the nose flute.
Jim, you got so much talent. He loves Jim. Look at him. Tom Green.
They're like buddies. They're buddies.
All right. Well, how about there once again? So that what?
A lot of talent there.
Yeah. What?
They had nice banners. That was a good look.
It was a good look.
Yeah.
A lot of good signage.
Yeah. It was a lot going on that day. I got a chance to talk to a lot of people individually and say, hey, what do you think about your chances? Do you think you have a chance to make it from their talent that they did for Tom? And they were, hey, they said, hey, I'm in. Because I'm obviously interesting and I'm better than all the rest of these people.
Eddie, did you enjoy it?
Eddie George, how'd you like it?
I was at home last night.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't get to go?
Sure.
Did you want to go?
Oh, yeah.
How come you didn't go?
Well, see, here's the deal. I decided I wanted to go after I left the show on Monday, and I was like, maybe they'll need some help. I didn't see any interns with them. They might need a little help or whatever, so I called Speedy and was like, Speedy.
You getting drug in?
No, he wasn't. No, Speedy, like I just called and left him a message. And I just figured that Speedy had so much on him that, they didn't have time. He didn't have time to get to it, which was fine. Like, I was okay with that, you know.
It was a very fluid situation yesterday. We didn't know whether we were supposed to be there and all that.
Exactly. And so, like, I got here this morning and Speedy's like, y'all get to go last night? And I was like, no, what? And he's like, well, D said he was handling it. He said he was going to go and he's going to call you and let you know and everything, and that they were going to go help him. And that wouldn't have irritated me as much. When I found
Visibly
out,
choked up about the whole event.
when I found out that they actually talked to Izzy, the producer, yesterday, and he said, yeah, y'all come on down.
Well, now, who did get to go, D? Who did you take with you?
At the last minute, I had to run up here and grab the camera and realize that I couldn't do what I did unless I had somebody to run it, so I had to call Peaches. She wasn't going to go at first. I got her to come along with me to film. I had to have somebody with me to film.
Well, sure you did.
What time did you leave?
No man should be alone.
I got down there a little bit after it started.
But wait,
I had to come
did
off,
I not call you at about 5 after 5?
I don't know.
Sure. How'd you call Peaches? On the same phone that I called you on.
Well, why didn't you just come on your own? The Don Juan taxi service just wouldn't. Did I have to chaperone you down there?
Anytime we go anywhere, we take my car.
I know it's a thug neighborhood down there, and I didn't know if I had to be a chaperone or something. You could have come on your own. Jim made it on his own.
Jim could go anywhere though. Jim's the same.
Jim's had that same shirt on for 3 days and hadn't washed it. Nobody's going to jump him.
Yeah, Jim
That,
slept
hey,
down there.
They can't get close to him.
Hey, open to the public. Anybody.
But if
Anybody
you
can show
knew,
up.
did you not know that I wanted to go so bad?
I didn't know. If you wanted to go that bad, you'd have got in the car and come on down. I'm sorry. I mean, you would have. I love you and stuff, and you could have rolled with me if I would have known, but hey.
You're saying you didn't know
there
she
was no stop. I didn't
How
stop.
could you have not known?
Hey,
I
Eddie,
didn't stop
Eddie,
you at all.
one word, third wheel. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I guess so.
This, hey, give me a D, give me an A, give me a T, give me an E.
What was that you spelled? Okay, I got it.
Yeah, well, let's ask Flip. He'll say it backwards. Todd. See, just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, that Eddie George is on the verge of tears on the hotline. I got two words, and nobody likes it.
What's that?
Big girl scorned.
She is mad.
Blair and Karen.
What did I do to her?
Got a big girl man now.
What did I do to her?
I don't know. And
Why is it on me, y'all?
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.
Top of the hour, the Rick and Bubba Show, 877. We Be Big. We're glad that you're here. Thank you for taking the time to be with us. Our website, rickandbubba.com, very busy there on the website. Hit it a lick today. You'll see pictures from when Tom Green was here with us. And last night, Don Juan DeMarco went down to document the actual search. Now, Tom Green and the Tonight Show cameras traveled the back roads of Alabama and even made a stop at the University of Alabama in Tuscaloosa. Those just listening there on B1017 or watching on Turner South, I understand they were there on Monday afternoon. And then, of course, or maybe it was Tuesday, I don't remember. But then last night, they actually had an all-call. Don Juan was there to document that, and Eddie George felt like she was snubbed on that trip last night. You see what I'm talking about? Everybody feels like if they can just get access to the Tonight Show, something's going to happen now.
That's not where I wanted to go. I'm not interested in getting on the Tonight Show or anything like that. I just wanted to hang out with the people from the Tonight Show again. Hey, I thought Izzy was cute.
I know. I forgot about you being hot for Izzy.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
isn't there a song "Hot for Izzy"? Didn't Van Halen do that?
Yes, they did.
Clearly, Dee is happy. You know, he's in a happy relationship. Clearly, why can't I be?
Blair and Karen has hung up out of anger.
In pure disgust, she's dropped the line.
And listen, in an interesting deal here, and Eddie, I want you to know this. Bubba and I were also supposed to be there last night, and Dee wouldn't come pick us up either.
Right.
We actually were waiting on a ride on Dee's taxi service, and he didn't come by. I do want to say this, and I'm going to tell Karen this now. She joins us. Karen, well,
bless her heart, she is in such anger she cannot even stay on the phone.
Well, she's thrown the phone now.
Sure.
Sammy.
The thing won't work.
And
well, you know, Rick, and see, I came to this realization a long time ago, and I think everybody else
and I wish they would,
because apparently they're not going to have the discussion with all of us and define their relationship,
right? And
just announce, hey, it's on. You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
you know, I know not to call Dee when it's date night. You know what I mean? I know that. I just don't bother.
What you and Karen have not figured out.
He didn't call me back last night.
Yeah, here's what y'all haven't figured out.
I even called Peaches. I knew that was the quickest way to get to Dee.
Karen, I hope you're listening. Are you with us now?
Yes.
And I understand you two are angered.
Dee?
I'm...
Hey, Dee, we need you in here, Dee.
Yeah. Hey, this is not a bit for the show. I'm really mad.
I am too.
Please.
No, y'all, I am not kidding. I don't.
Look, I'm sure y'all will get to hang out with the Tonight Show again. Oh, I'm sorry, probably won't, but I mean...
Well, here's the thing. I've been doing a study on Don Juan and Peaches, and I've talked to Don Juan about this, and it appears that even though I've been friends with him for 4 years now, and I've made him many lunches and pecan pies and all that good stuff that like a good girl does, that it doesn't matter because I've been replaced by Peaches. That's fine, but he don't know Big Girl Love, and that is fine.
Karen's my homegirl.
Because I've been replaced by a petite redhead. That's fine.
We can't shrink, Dee.
Look.
Hold me close, now tiny dancer. Is that how it's going to be? Is that how it's going to be?
Let me ask you this, and you know, the Rick and Bubba audience always knows, okay?
Yes.
Has anybody seen Dee and Peaches in Gatlinburg? I need to know.
Well, let me just check this out. It ain't just on Dee, because I called Peaches first and said, Peaches, hey, are you going to the Tonight Show thing tonight? She said, yeah, don't want to call me. We're thinking about going to it. I said, well, I'll go if y'all go, but I'm not just going to go hang out in Eastlake by myself.
No, yes,
She said, okay, well, we'll give you a call. I said, call me at home. Here's my home number. I said, I'm going to leave a voicemail for Dee, too. I left a voicemail for Dee at 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock.
All right, let me see a
not
show of hands.
5:45, not 6.
I was at the gym. I didn't get the call.
Let me see. I guess everybody. I want to see a raise of hand. Or anybody who is currently dating or has ever dated. How many people, when you finally are going out with that person you want to go out with, you want 2 other people to go with you? Let me see a show of hands. Anybody? I can't get. There's not one hand up.
But look.
Well, y'all need to wake up. The coffee. The coffee is brewing.
Hey, how many times has Peaches cooked for you? That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say.
Well, no, she's a friend of mine just like you are. That's what I'm saying. You know, she doesn't...
She's more, D.
That's fine.
She's more. I hope y'all realize it now.
Hey, as you said, the Notorious, at one time, a very famous line, my friend Paul's full. Sorry.
Karen,
so
you're
emotional. We can't even understand.
Karen, you're gonna have to calm down. We can't even make sense of what you're saying.
Look, and let me tell you, big people shouldn't get excited.
Karen, have a donut and take a breath.
Karen, take a breath.
Tell us again what you said.
I might have to go to the fire station and get my blood pressure checked because my heart's beating 90 miles an hour. I'm so mad. I said, as Don Juan said, the Notorious, one time when he was very heated and very mad, my friend Paul's full, and I don't need anybody else in there, so I'm good. Don't worry about it. I'm done with you.
Well, look, I wasn't going to drag Peaches into this, but Monday I was talking to her on the little instant messenger, and I said to Peaches, do you want to go to this thing tomorrow night? Wouldn't it be fun to go out there and help him? And she's like, oh, yeah, call Speedy.
Y'all, I wish y'all'd leave D alone.
Let me tell you
this. Call Speedy? Call Speedy?
Yes.
Can I ask this question on Dee's behalf? Because I know you're angry, and there's nothing worse than women scorn, okay? Especially if they've got some size to them.
Sure.
But let me say this, okay? Could y'all not have just gone on your own?
I'm not hanging out in East Lake by myself. I just wanted to go hang out with my friends.
No, you should have hooked up with Eddie Jones.
I can drive.
No. I know what y'all saying.
But I wanted to hang out with my boy D.
What you're
because
saying?
He said the day before that he missed me and he ain't hung out with me a long time. That's fine.
Here come the tears.
Karen's my homegirl.
I know. Y'all, he went with his girlfriend.
No, I didn't. I was just, my mind was focused on the show. I got to do this for the show. I got to, hey, I need to go down here.
Oh, all I got to say is who's your homegirl.
Y'all, please don't blame Peaches.
Yeah.
Who's done two songs with you?
I got a lot.
Get that best.
Look, to the winner goes the, what is
right.
it? The spoils. Yeah, that's
look,
it. Yeah.
Like that. Peaches got her man.
And I hope she's happy.
Well, she's very happy, and y'all should be happy for her. That's what hurts me the most. Oh, I guess they'll never know. Look, guys, ladies, please. This is. I hate to see this side of the female gender. I mean, couldn't y'all be happy for D and Peaches? I don't. Why not?
All fun and games when somebody hurts your feelings.
Well, how did it hurt your feelings? Well, y'all said y'all didn't want to go unless it was a group thing.
Do you know you have to call him before he'll actually answer the phone or even call you back?
But the same thing to me too. He's a busy man.
No.
And he doesn't like to have.
He screams his calls. He ain't no busy man. He screams his calls.
No, he doesn't. He didn't answer me yesterday. He wouldn't screen me, and then the next time I called, he answered. I guess because he thought I might have one of y'all with me.
Rick, the Peter that you've been screened.
I thought I was watching the kids.
That's fine.
I guess when I call back, you realize, well, they must not be there. I don't mean that. That's terrible. I shouldn't say that. I'm kidding, Karen. Please.
Rick, the sad news, I think Eddie and Karen have to accept the fact that, D is, he's a man, lived up there. And
he's made his choice.
Yeah. And, I mean, he just don't need anybody hanging on. You know what I mean? It's
I mean, I didn't know.
Look, Karen, Buster. Look.
I didn't know that I became baggage for D. I'd like to get a heads up on that. I don't care if you tell me. You don't want me no more, just tell me.
Karen.
Oh, Karen, don't take it that far.
Karen, look, we got to think back, too. Karen had an opportunity with Casio Kid.
Yes, she did.
Do you remember?
I never even got that.
I'd like to show you feelings hurt over it.
Yeah, well, look, yeah. Karen, you're going too far.
Is that how it's going to be?
I can't even say nothing.
Do I need to rent the house for him?
I can't even say
Karen, y'all get together and have a chocolate-covered cream-filled donut and work this out.
Don't be done with D.
No.
But look, can't y'all be happy for him?
Yeah, I mean,
I was doing it for the show.
Him and Peaches could stumble and fall here.
Well, I mean, if you wasn't for the show, D, then you should have brought show members with you.
But Chris and Speedy couldn't go to film, so I had to get. I had to get
You said that you talked
Peaches and D show. I didn't know it went that way.
Karen.
Peaches and D. Is that how it
Let's
goes?
see if it's I'll hack us, but you put a D on the end of it instead of an S. What would that be? I'll
I
hack
never had a crush on D. You know, I ain't ready to
I
crossover or
had.
anything like
It's
that.
just my friend. I hacked that.
Karen.
I used to be. I
Apparently
had a
not near
friendship
mine,
with
but
D, 'cause
anyway.
it's not.
I had a friendship with D. What's that?
All right, look, you see, now you can say I was in love with D and he picked Peaches and be mad. I'm fine with that.
Sure.
But don't say that we're not friends anymore. I mean, y'all, this is not a friend. Look, I'm gonna have to call foul. I got a flag out.
Rick, I've been doing a study.
Okay.
That's all I got to say.
Yeah, well,
Karen, did
We
you
do
not...
studies on the show.
We do studies on the show.
Karen, didn't you say you talked to Peaches at like 3 o'clock?
Oh.
I thought the Peaches at 2:45.
Okay.
It wasn't 5
He said at the last minute I called Peaches.
I talked to Peaches at 2:45. I talked to
2:45
D at 3.
minute.
Right. It left in the voicemail.
Hey, look, y'all, but Peaches.
Look, if you didn't want to take us, that's fine, but don't lie to me.
Exactly.
Would you?
I can't stand a liar.
I know. Speedy, help me, man. You've been in this situation plenty of times. Well, what do you do?
I've never seen Speedy this happen.
What do
I
you do
haven't
when you're
seen
down like
D.
this?
I haven't seen D in this big a jam since he had the 2 girlfriends with one name and he was giving them a shout out on the air.
And,
You know?
and he didn't know they'd travel across the county.
You stick to your same story and don't get off of it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All right,
You
so
forget that pecan pie was going to make you for your birthday. Forget all about that.
Oh,
goodbye.
man.
They went to pecan pie.
Hey, his birthday's next week.
Sure is.
I know. It's April 15th. Don't think I don't know his birthday.
My homegirl.
I'm so happy right now.
See, I'm sorry about this. I didn't know it's the way it was. See, when I saw Eddie mad this morning, I didn't know that's what it was about.
I thought it was just me. Look, I woke up this morning. I thought I'd check my phone and there'd be a voicemail. You know, hey, we did go, but didn't get a chance to call you, whatever. That'd be fine. That'd be fine if I got a call. No, they were just going to come and talk about it on the show. Not you think I don't listen to the show? Is that how it goes?
Hey,
D,
hey,
sure,
Chris.
D, you look like Jeff Capels, and you could be the next basketball coach at Auburn, but
I'm not believing you said that you thought you
Dave,
couldn't tell I was
Dave.
mad at you.
D, tell them everybody just to get off right here.
Oh, look,
Everybody just...
Rick and Bubba Show, 877. We Be Big. We're glad that you're here. Thank you for taking the time to be with us. Our website, rickandbubba.com, very busy there on the website. Hit it a lick today. You'll see pictures from when Tom Green was here with us. And last night, Don Juan DeMarco went down to document the actual open to the public talent search. Now, Tom Green and the Tonight Show cameras traveled the back roads of Alabama and even made a stop at the University of Alabama in Tuscaloosa. Those just listening there on B1017 or watching on Turner South, I understand they were there on Monday afternoon. And then, of course, or maybe it was Tuesday, I don't remember. But then last night, they actually had an all-call. Don Juan was there to document that, and Eddie George felt like she was snubbed on that trip last night. You see what I'm talking about? Everybody feels like if they can just get access to the Tonight Show, something's going to happen there.
That's not where I wanted to go. I'm not interested in getting on the Tonight Show or anything like that. I just wanted to hang out with the people from the Tonight Show again. Hey, I thought Izzy was cute.
I know. I forgot about you being hot for Izzy.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
Isn't there a
clearly,
song Hot for Izzy? Didn't Van Halen do that?
yes, they did. As a matter of
clearly,
fact.
Diddy is happy. You know, he's in a happy relationship. Clearly, why can't I be?
Blair and Karen has hung up out of anger.
In pure disgust, she's dropped the line.
And listen, in an interesting deal here, and Eddie, I want you to know this. Bubba and I were also supposed to be there last night, and Dee wouldn't come pick us up either.
Right.
We actually were waiting on a ride on Dee's taxi service, and he didn't come by. I do want to say this, and I'm going to tell Karen this now. She joins us. Karen, well, undoubtedly.
Bless her heart, she is in such anger she cannot even stay on the phone.
Well, she's thrown the phone down now.
Sure. The thing won't work.
And
well, you know, Rick, and see, I came to this realization a long time ago, and I think everybody else
and I
needs
wish
to,
they would,
because apparently they're not going to have the discussion with all of us and define their relationship,
right?
And just announce, hey, it's on. You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
you know, I know not to call D when it's date night. You know what I mean? I know that. I just don't bother.
What you and Karen have not figured out.
He didn't call me back last night.
Yeah, here's what y'all haven't figured out.
I even called Peaches. I knew that was the quickest way to get to D.
Karen, I hope you're listening. Are you with us now?
Yes.
And I understand you two are angered.
D?
I'm...
Hey, D, we need you in here, D.
Hey, this is not a bit for the show. I'm really mad.
I am too.
Please.
No, y'all, I am not kidding. I don't.
Look, I'm sure y'all will get to hang out with the Tonight Show again. Oh, I'm sorry, probably won't, but I mean...
Here's the thing. I've been doing a study on Don Juan and Peaches, and I talked to Don Juan about this, and it appears that even though I've been friends with him for 4 years now, and I've made him many lunches and pecan pies and all that good stuff that like a good girl does, that it doesn't matter because I've been replaced by Peaches. That's fine, but he don't know Big Girl Love, and that is fine.
You're my homegirl.
Because I've been replaced by a petite redhead. That's fine.
We can't shrink, Dee.
Look.
Hold me close, now tiny dancer. Is that how it's going to be? Is that how it's going to be?
Let me ask you this, and you know, the Rick and Bubba audience always knows, okay?
Yes.
Has anybody seen Dee and Peaches in Gatlinburg? I need to know.
Well, let me just check this out. It ain't just on D, because I called Peaches first and said, Peaches, hey, are you going to the Tonight Show thing tonight? She said, yeah, don't want to call me. We're thinking about going to it. I said, well, I'll go if y'all go, but I'm not just going to go hang out in East Lake by myself.
No, yes,
She said, okay, well, we'll give you a call. I said, call me at home. Here's my home number. I said, I'm going to leave a voicemail for D, too. I left a voicemail for D at 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock.
All right, let me see a
not
show of hands.
5:45, not 6.
I was at the gym. I didn't get the call.
Let me see. I guess everybody. I want to see a raise of hand. Or anybody who is currently dating or has ever dated. How many people, when you finally are going out with that person you want to go out with, you want 2 other people to go with you? Let me see a show of hands. Anybody? I can't get. There's not one hand up.
But look.
Well, y'all need to wake up. The coffee. The coffee is brewing.
Hey, how many times has Peaches cooked for you? That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say.
Well, no, she's a friend of mine just like you are. That's what I'm saying. You know, she doesn't...
She's more, D.
That's fine.
She's more... I hope y'all realize it now.
Hey, as you said in Notorious, at one time, a very famous line, my friend Paul... Oh, sorry.
Karen,
so
you're
emotional. We can't even understand.
Karen, you're going to have to calm down. We can't even make sense of what you're saying.
Look, and let me tell you, big people shouldn't get excited.
No.
Okay?
I mean...
Karen, have a donut and take a breath.
Karen, take a breath.
Tell us again what you said.
I might have to go to the fire station and get my blood pressure checked because my heart's beating 90 miles an hour. I'm so mad. I said, as Don Juan said in Notorious, one time when he was very heated and very mad, my friend Paul's full, and I don't need anybody else in there, so I'm good. Don't worry about it. I'm done with you.
Well,
look, I wasn't going to drag Peaches into this, but Monday I was talking to her on the little instant messenger, and I said to Peaches, do you want to go to this thing tomorrow night? Wouldn't it be fun to go out there and help him? And she's like, oh, yeah, call Speedy.
Y'all, I wish y'all'd leave D alone.
Let me tell you this.
Call Speedy? Yes.
Can I ask this question on Dee's behalf? Because I know you're angry, and there's nothing worse than women scorn, okay? And especially if they've got some size to them.
Sure.
But let me say this, okay? Could y'all not have just gone on your own?
I'm not hanging out in East Lake by myself. I just wanted to go hang out with my friends.
No, you should have hooked up with Eddie Jones.
I can drive.
No. I know what y'all saying.
But I want to hang out with my boy D.
What you're
because
saying?
He said the day before that he missed me and he ain't hung out with me a long time. That's fine.
Here come the tears.
Karen's my homegirl.
I know. Y'all, he went with his girlfriend.
No, I didn't. I was just, my mind was focused on the show. I got to do this for the show. I got to,
I need to go homegirl. All I got to say is who's your homegirl.
Y'all, please don't blame Peaches.
Yeah.
Who's going to sing 2 songs with you?
I got a lot.
Get that best.
Look, to the winner goes the spoils. Yeah, that's
look.
Yeah.
Like that. Peaches got her man.
I hope she's happy.
Well, she's very happy, and y'all should be happy for her. That's what hurts me the most. Oh, I guess they'll never know. Look, ladies, please. This is. I hate to see this side of the female gender. I mean, couldn't y'all be happy for D and Peaches? I don't. Why not?
All fun and games when somebody hurts your feelings.
Well, how did it hurt your feelings? Well, y'all said y'all didn't want to go unless it was a group thing.
Do you know you have to call me before he'll actually answer the phone or even call you back?
But the same thing to me too. He's a busy man.
No.
And he doesn't like to have.
He screams his calls. He ain't no busy man. He screams his calls.
No, he doesn't. He didn't answer me yesterday. He wouldn't screen me, and then the next time I called, he answered. I guess because he thought I might have one of y'all with me.
Rick, it appears that you've been screened.
Thought I was watching the kids.
That's fine.
I
guess when I called back, you realized, well, they must not be there. I don't mean that. That's terrible. I shouldn't say that. You know I'm kidding, Karen. Please
Rick, you know, the sad news, I think Eddie and Karen have to accept the fact that, you know, D is, he's a man, lived up there. And
he's made his choice.
Yeah. And, I mean, you know, he just don't need anybody hanging on. You know what I mean? It's
I mean, I didn't know.
Oh, look, Karen, I mean, Buster, look.
I didn't know that I became baggage for D. I'd like to get a heads up on that. I don't care if you tell me.
You know,
you don't want me no more, just tell me.
Karen.
Oh, Karen, don't take it that far.
Karen, you know, look, we got to think back, too. Karen had an opportunity with Casio Kid.
Yes, she
passed.
did.
You remember?
She did.
I never even got that.
I'd like to show you. I'm making feelings hurt over it.
Yeah, well, look, yeah. Karen, you're going too far.
Is that how it's going to be?
I can't
Do I
even say nothing.
Do I need to rent Taylor House for him?
I can't even say
Karen, y'all get together and have a chocolate-covered cream filled donut and work this out.
Don't be done with D.
No.
But look, can't y'all be happy for him?
Yeah, I mean,
I was doing it for the show.
Him and Peaches could stumble and fall here.
Well,
I mean,
it wasn't for the show, D, then you should have brought show members with you.
But
Call me crazy.
Chris and Speedy couldn't go to film, so I had to get. I had to get. Peaches to do it for me.
It's a D show. I didn't know it went that way. Peaches and D.
Let's see if it's I'll hack us, but you put a D on the end of it instead of an S. What would that be? I'll hack
I never had a crush on D. You know, I ain't ready to cross over anything like that.
That's just my friend.
A hackhead.
Karen. I used to be.
Apparently not in their mind, but anyway.
I had a friendship with D. What's that?
All right, look, you see, now you can say I was in love with D and he picked Peaches and be mad. I'm fine with that.
Sure.
But don't say that we're not friends anymore. I mean, this is not a friend. Look, I'm gonna have to call foul. I got a fly guy.
Rick, I've been doing a study.
Okay.
That's all I got to say.
Yeah. Well,
Karen,
we do studies on the show.
We do studies on the show.
Karen, didn't you say you talked to Peaches at like 3 o'clock?
Oh.
I thought the Peaches at 2:45.
Okay.
It was
He said at the last minute I called Peaches.
I talked to Peaches at 2:45. I talked to D at 3. Right. It left in the voicemail.
Hey, look, y'all put Peaches.
Look, if you didn't want to take us, that's fine, but don't lie to me.
Exactly.
Would you?
I can't stand a liar.
I'm not. Speedy, help me, man. You've been in this situation plenty of times. What do you do?
I've never seen Speedy this happen.
What do
I
you do when you're down like this?
I haven't seen D in this big a jam since he had the 2 girlfriends with one name and he was giving them a shout out on the air.
And
you know,
and he didn't know they'd travel across the county.
You stick to your same story and don't get off of it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All right,
you
so
forget that pecan pie I was going to make you for your birthday. Forget all about that.
goodbye. They went to pecan pie.
Hey, his birthday's next week.
Sure is.
I know. It's April 15th. Don't think I don't know his birthday.
My homegirl.
I'm so happy right now.
See, I'm sorry about this. I didn't know it's the way it was. See, when I saw Eddie mad this morning, I didn't know that's what it was about.
I thought it was just me. Look, I woke up this morning. I thought I'd check my phone and there'd be a voicemail. You know, hey, we did go, but didn't get a chance to call you, whatever. That'd be fine. That'd be fine if I got a call. No, they were just going to come and talk about it on the show. Not you think I don't listen to the show? Is that how it goes?
Hey,
D,
Chris.
Sure, D, you look like Jeff Capels, and you could be the next basketball coach at Auburn, but...
I'm not believing you said that you thought you couldn't tell I was mad at you.
D, tell him everybody just to get off right here.
Oh, look, everybody just get off me, please.
Why can't we all just get along?
I love it. I love everybody. I love everybody, and I want everybody to just get off me right now.
Hey, Eddie.
I'm going to dust my shoulders off.
Eddie, would you and Karen like to see the footage that Peachy shot last night? Let's have a look at it.
All I wanted to see was Izzy, that's all.
Well, look.
Hey, you said you wanted everybody to get off of you right now? Well, all me and Eddie wanted to hang out with you last night. That's fine. Sometimes we don't get what we want.
She's doing fast
you know
talking,
what?
Karen.
We're
Now.
off.
Yeah.
We're off. Don't worry.
Karen, I'm going to call you after the show, okay?
Y'all
calm down then.
Y'all please.
Who knows?
You know,
Yeah, look, here's he and
what about,
I needed Peaches to do
do y'all,
that. She's the only one that could do that.
Rick, I need to know this. They're all mad at D.
Right.
But is anybody mad at Peaches? She's the one that stole D.
Eddie is.
Okay.
Eddie is mad at Peaches.
I'm just mad in general.
And you know, she wore her, I partied with Justin Timberlake shirt the other day. I mean.
Well, you know the one she's got now, don't you?
I partied with D.
Yep,
sure.
That's a Tonight Show thing. And it just says Tonight Show thing.
Yeah.
He comes in here with a shirt that says I partied with Izzy, we've got problems.
Well, she sure was there to see you, is he?
Yeah, sure. I'm sorry
that car had one seat, and
sorry.
and
it was filled. Yep. I'm just saying I'm sorry to whoever I've offended. I made mad.
I'm sorry to make a pecan pie. Karen, please, Karen, y'all got too much history.
Rick, I'm just glad. I ain't mad at you and Bubba. I mean, I love y'all.
Well, you know,
Karen, thank you. We love you too.
Dee told us a week ago, and he wouldn't come get us.
Sure.
But
I got a Civic. I got a little tiny car.
Right, I know. Look, all I
have a sedan, a family car.
Here's where I am in
this. I have a nice pimped out Cavalier sitting out in the parking lot right now that I could drive to East Lake easily. I just wanted to meet y'all there.
Dee, you don't worry. You get Speedy's truck when he can't make payments on the house.
Terry would have let you borrow the station wagon.
But they don't buy it. Just say, I'll take that payment. That's all you
Yeah, just say, I'll pick it up from here. Yeah. All right. Well, look, Dee, it's all right.
I love everybody.
All I am in this, I called Dee and said, look, we need you to go down and document. I didn't know
And I said, I'm on it, Rick. I got it. I'm going to run and get the camera, and I got to get somebody. Who can I get to get pictures? I'm going to get pictures. She's ran camera before, so.
Sorry. Karen,
I'm sorry.
Karen, please. I want y'all to
I'm sorry. I love the show that much. I'm sorry.
I want y'all to mend this.
Love y'all, 3D.
Thank you, bud.
Karen, lunch, Karen, lunch.
Oh, I'm afraid not.
Oh, is that how it's going to be? You think lunch will make everything all right?
You carried all you eat buffet and everything's forgotten?
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.
Back with Don Juan DeMarco's new theme song, Cold Hearted Snakes. As we come back, Mark Prater is standing by. You know what
Paula said, don't play the fool now.
I hate to say it, but there was a phrase about what had no fury like a woman scorned.
Yeah, sure. I'm going to tell you what, if that pie comes that you were expecting for your birthday, I would not get close to it. Matter of fact, I'd call the bomb squad and have them do away with it.
You know how you worked on your grill?
Come get it with that robot and let them haul it off somewhere.
You know how you worked on your grill? That's what she's after. Yeah. She'll go after that grill. She won't rest if she breaks one of these teeth. and that's
with pecans, because I'm not supposed to eat pecans.
That's right.
Yeah.
Of course you're not.
Plus, if they've been, soaked in rat poison, they're bad for you too.
Let's... If it's soaked in rat poison.
Well, it's time for the weather. He got it all together. If it's snow, I'm so it made up.
Yeah, let's sing it.
Here's Mark Prater.
Come on with it.
When it's time for the weather, ain't nobody better.
Here, Mark Prater.
Mark Prater.
Here, Mark Prater.
Mark Prater.
Yeah, Mark Prater. What's up, player?
How you doing, fellas?
What, did that hurt? Did you to see D in that handle?
Well, I've gotten an email from Peaches, and guys, I don't know how to handle this. I guess on the air is the best way to do it, but Don Juan evidently is secretly trying to get me out of my regular time slot on the show, and I'm not happy about it. I mean, D, come on, what's up, man?
I'm letting everybody down now,
But
I guess.
Dude, hey, D, I called you twice and left you messages. We're supposed to go last night, and I said, I don't know anything about West End. Will you take me? Sure, buddy, I'll take you. Yeah, that's fine.
Sure.
And then I'm hanging out to dry. So last night, I'm sitting there waiting to get a call, and I can't go now.
Can I tell you that's...
Hey,
Dude,
what's up?
And D, you're partly to blame because how you said you got it covered and you kind of stonewall any more color on the show. But see,
I hear Eddie, but just wearing somebody out on the phone in there.
But
now.
see, D, here's the problem. That there was a trip last night that involved Tom Green. He picked the hood to have his talent search.
Yeah.
And see, we only had one black guy to go around.
If we had had another brother, then that way, he could have did the carpooling.
That's
and
right.
I could have went.
Do we need to spread some brother around? I mean, is that
D
it?
won't let it happen. D said he's got that covered.
Well, see, he's controlling the show. I'm telling you.
I know.
Look what he's doing to the girls. Come on.
I know. You're going to have to get a bigger car.
I just feel sorry for all the summer interns that don't even know about it yet.
Oh, God bless them.
There's a whole new flock coming in.
Yeah. I always feel bad when there's
little innocent girls.
Yeah.
Speedy's back.
I know.
Yeah.
Speedy's all, Speedy will bring in his summer crop, and D will be the only single guy here.
Sure. They'll be lookers.
Right.
Sure.
And
Tan as they can be.
And the way Speedy's aging right now, he's not going to be a threat.
No.
Huh?
He's not the automatic he used to be, Rick.
By the way, we need...
I'm married and family of 5.
I know.
So.
We need to do seriously, because remember, I'm the one who came up with this, and you liked it. We need to get an update. let's have a look at George W. Bush and Speedy side by side.
Who's aged the most?
Because that's what we're
I
doing.
think I've had a couple of good weeks, so I'm fine.
And this year, we're saying who will age the most, the president and the leader of the free world during a war on terror, or Speedy?
You know, we look back at Speedy Prater, and he's got that little baby face in the early days of the show.
Gone.
Well, let me put a wig on.
And I've been
still
fat.
there.
You know, I've been fat the whole time.
Yeah.
Now, Grant, your hair has changed. Our hair has changed
A little bit,
lot.
yeah. And my mullet's gone.
Yeah.
You got new teeth.
And I've grown
new
facial.
hair.
And I've grown facial hair.
Yeah.
Look at that. He's graying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've always.
Oh, wait, you don't have any hair. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, look, I was in there with you yesterday when we were in the office trying to get stuff worked out, and there was a moment I said, "Hey, did anybody see that crow that landed on Speedy's face?"
Really?
I mean,
Quick, Burgess. He was in there scratching around.
How did this turn into me? I thought I was having so much
Mike
fun.
Green.
It's that microphone right there.
I was having so much fun with D.
Right. It's Mike
You're
Green.
saying get back on D.
Please.
Okay. It's that mic there.
Can we stay focused?
It is a little strange how mysteriously quiet Peaches has been in this.
Yeah.
Where is Peaches in today?
No. Well, she's
No,
sleeping
D
in.
gave her the day off.
She's working this morning.
She had a late night.
She's cleaning up at D's house.
Well, the film.
Oh,
filming all night.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Editing some footage.
Hey, hey, Prater, can I say thank you publicly to your wife for bringing us supper last night?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I'm
How
was
milking
it?
this.
What was it?
It was a lasagna.
Yes.
With
You get a lot of lasagna.
Yeah,
Are you
but-
tired of lasagna?
No, I like lasagna.
Lasagna, which
And Alanya.
No, lasagna. That's just one of
yeah, that's
these
another
extras.
one of these women.
Alanya's the one from Trusted.
Well,
You know,
ladies,
lasagna is
She's northern Jefferson County.
That's right.
Yeah. Lasagna is a good carry somebody a dish meal. You gotta admit that.
well,
I got-
hers is homemade. It's pretty solid.
Oh, it was solid, and we got a little bit more of that for lunch.
And we
today.
were going to do something for D for his birthday, but he wouldn't call us back. So. Happy birthday, buddy.
How about it just continues to look forward to? I got like the Heinz cooking. I mean, it's like it's so cool because Terry's just got like a menu for the week. Yeah,
It's on the fridge.
I know what you were talking about now.
Hate to see it in.
When you had everybody come in, you know, and
Well,
give
see,
you.
all I had to do was keep my wife sick. You'll have to have another baby.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. I don't think.
You ready to get the
Is
procedure?
that it? It's over?
You ready to get the procedure, Wild Man?
No, I mean,
Ryan would love it.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh,
You'd be back. I'll tell you.
you know, Ryan was kind of, my brother and Ryan both got a stay of execution just when they were ready to have it happen. Unfortunately, their wives had to have hysterectomies or tubes tied.
why?
What?
Medical reasons.
Oh, wow.
So they got to stay.
How about that?
So they're out there free and didn't have to do anything.
How about my wife said she wanted to have it done, so there's no question.
So
I got to stay, basically.
well, yeah, you sure did.
I mean, she said,
What?
no, I'm doing it.
What do they do when they do that? I mean, they just.
Well, you go listen to She Commenced to Shaving. Go get our CD.
Is it like cutting the water hose?
Yes.
Yeah, and then tying it off.
Yep.
You know, I hate when we get a knot in the water hose.
Without duct
You know what I
tape.
mean? And it won't squirt like it used to. I hate that.
I can't believe that.
Right.
Oh my God.
Oh, my God.
It's in the oxygen channel.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Somebody just out said, look on the oxygen channel. That old lady, she's changed her hair.
I didn't know Rick and Bubba were on weed.
D, I'm trying to get you out from under the bus. I'm throwing you a rope.
I'm trying to scoot back from the mic.
Yeah.
Y'all
Bill,
keep going.
Bill. She commenced to shave.
How about I'll have to go to Bill on that? I'll have to go to Bill
Cut
on that one. You know it's bad when you go Bill.
Oh, I gotta go do TV.
Well, I was talking about water hose.
I was going to ask you about
Y'all got me on water hose. Which, do they ever make one that lasts more than 2 summers?
I was going to ask you about the weather, but
Yeah, but who cares?
Yeah.
Good point.
Wow.
It's going to get warmer.
Yeah, there's some rain and all that.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Anyway, thanks to your wife for the supper. Thank you.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.
We're back 32 minutes past the hour. The Rick and Bubba Show. I be Rick.
And I be Bubba.
Speedy and D produced the program. Christopher Columbus shows you what it looks like on TV. Alan, Don't Call Me Elvis Peacock, handles closed caption. And the Atlanta crew, or Turner South, informing you on the bottom of the page.
What you gonna do?
Also sitting in the Rick and Bubba Red Velvet Lounge, right next to operations manager Carrie Lambert, is the new darling of the Tonight Show, Jim the Crazy Sign Man. We have phone calls standing by, and we'll chat with Jim.
Jim's all over the webpage, by the way, documenting the time that Tom Green spent with Jim.
Yeah, it's all there on the website to show you how much Tom Green loved Jim. And we think he could be the next one to be picked right off the Rick and Bubba tree by the Tonight Show, holding up today's sign, "Hey, anything for the show." Appreciate that. A lot of calls, too. People trying to make their comments after watching Don Juan DeMarco be cooked on mic number 3 moments ago by Eddie George and Blair and Karen after a controversial decision by Dee last night to pick his camera person for the documentation of the Tom Green talent search. He picked Peaches and did not bother to invite the other ladies who told him they wanted to go, and they ain't happy. That's really the nutshell of that.
Line 1 looks interesting, Rick.
Eddie George's father, Forrest, checking in. Hey, Daddy, what's up?
Not much. How about you, Monkey Grass?
Well, welcome to the show, sir.
Hey, how you doing? Nice.
How's everything in lovely Foley today?
Yes.
Well, it's wet right now. It's been raining here a little bit.
Really?
It seems to be clearing up a little now.
Well, I know it's going to clear up because I talked with Chuck Norwood, and he said it will be sunny and 75.
Yes.
Well, hey, it's always sunny and 75 with Chuck. Oh, Lord. Hey, guys, being a banker, I saw a great opportunity here for Don Juan. I think I need to send him a loan app. The boy needs to buy a 10-passenger van to haul his harem around and see if we can help him out a little bit. Tell him maybe he can touch with me later on today.
Yeah.
No, Daddy, don't help him out.
Yes.
Daddy.
Yeah. Can I say this? Let me tell you what I think is going to happen here. I think what we're missing in this, you know, because we're dudes and we're married, and Dee, you know, has got a girlfriend now. Let's just call it. And I think what we're not looking at enough is this is a little bit of house cleaning on Peach's part.
She's just getting us out of the way.
She's
seeing in the herd.
Yeah. She's establishing herself as the alpha female.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Small, but
we called it pecking order down here.
Yes. The head hen has spoken.
That's right, the head hen.
Yes, and she says, "Oh, the others want to go. Well, that's fine. Can't they drive? I can just hear it. Can't you hear it?
We always have to take my car if we go anywhere, though. That's what I don't understand.
Well, not anymore because your dad's going to get Dee a new one.
Sure.
Thanks, Forrest.
Yes, sir.
Bye, Dad.
See you, buddy.
Bye, baby.
All right, we go to Molly. Molly's in Aniana, Alabama. Molly, welcome to the show.
Hey, Molly.
Hi. Yeah, Monkey Grass.
Welcome. Thanks for calling. We appreciate that.
Yeah, I was watching, and I thought, you know, every girl loves flowers, so he needs to suck it up, spend a bunch of money, buy bunches of flowers, and if he's going to take to dinner, no cheap dinner. Go all out.
Oh,
get a big steak dinner.
You know, I know the person that can help him with the flowers, too.
I do, too.
Yeah. We've got a connection.
Hey, I love them, but that ain't going to happen. I mean, hey, buying flowers, look, my pocket's thin.
Well, you know what you should have done? Fix that hum and that audio, and you'd have money right now.
That's
like right, Christopher Columbus.
He's taking his wife out to eat tonight.
That's right. Well, that's one thought. The question is, does Dee want to get back in good with Eddie and Blair and Karen?
He doesn't care. He doesn't care.
Life sure will be a lot easier without having to explain why they have to go to Peaches every time.
Yeah.
Let's go to Ruby in Hueytown, Alabama. Ruby, how are you? Ruby.
Hey, Rick, I'm doing fine.
Welcome. Hey, Ruby, don't take your love to town.
Oh, how many times I heard that?
Oh, I know.
I just felt like I was watching Dee. Man, Dee, could have given the girls a call and said, hey, follow us. I was watching Karen, and I felt like she got hooked, shook, and rooked by Dee. I mean, he could have given the girls a call. Said, come on, follow me.
We would have followed you.
Yeah, just give them a call, Dee.
Just to let us know. You didn't have to come pick us up. Just let us know you're going. Karen and I could have gone together.
Yeah, and no more big girl talk. I'm not a big girl now, but...
What's wrong with being a big girl?
Big girl, big love.
That's right.
Well, that's true, too, but I think it might hurt a little bit.
No, not Blair and Karen. Blair and Karen is proud of who she is. And
I've never seen her.
Yeah, I mean, Bubba and I are big. We were very open about it. I'm not.
And I think y'all are very attractive.
Well, thank you very much, Ruby.
And I mean that very much.
Well,
Ruby, thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, in the big girl community, you're looking at Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt.
Sure.
I mean that. My husband's big and I'm small.
Well,
And I do
We
know
understand
that. So,
Well, Ruby, thanks.
and so,
God bless you. Thank you.
God bless you too.
JT checking in.
A little early for the juice there, Rube. But I was just, have you guys heard about Kelly Osbourne?
Stop
Is
it.
that it? That's all JT had. I will tell you his line yesterday was, and I understand OJ's in some kind of trouble. Jim the Crazy Sign Man, how did it go last night, brother?
It was very good. Very good. I enjoyed it.
Should Jim speak?
You know,
Did he be like a character?
I'm sorry.
I question him speaking.
I know I'm not any good. I should be like Harpo Marx. I should just...
Yes, hold up signs.
Yes, I should hold up signs. I realize that. I'm working on my voice. I'm working on my delivery.
I don't think Jim's ever sit in that seat before.
It's weird right now.
Now, rule number one, Jim, you don't put your signs on my stuff.
I am sorry. Pardon me. Pardon me. Pardon me. I'll tell the folks at Tonight Show when I get over there, okay?
Dang, that was a I want to tell you, on the webpage, documented Jim's relationship with Tom Green. Rick, a picture of two men in a very, very non-lustful way showing their love for each other with a passionate embrace here. But it's a beautiful shot of Tom Green hugging Jim the Crazy Sign Man. It's a very touching. Very touching.
Tom was enthralled with Jim to the point that yesterday's, 45 minutes he spent with you was not enough. He also brought you up on stage again last night.
Yeah, several times, actually.
Yeah, and...
I was able to introduce the show.
What?
The head writer wanted me to introduce Tom Green to the audience there. So I did that.
Can I say that basically the producer and head writer told us yesterday that you're going to make the Tonight Show?
I figure I'm going to make it in the clips.
Right.
I'm going to make it in the tape somehow or another. And then there's that possibility, there's that chance that I may actually be out there. Could be.
Please.
Well, they were asking you if you had an agent. I feel like that's pretty good, don't you?
Yeah. I don't know how serious they were with that.
Tell me that those you don't know, Jim's brother has a legitimate writer, comedian, songwriter, entertainer. Plays Vegas. How's he taking this?
Well, he called me just before I went over to the Cloud Room last night and to the Elk Lodge, and he was giving me advice. He said, "Okay, this will work. Don't stay away from that." I didn't take his advice on one thing, and it didn't work as well as it should have. And so he's the professional. He's the one that knows what'll go and what won't.
Librarians everywhere right now, Rick, are standing and applauding the success of this man.
I spoke with a friend by phone last night, and Bubba, just by the delivery of this, you'll know who it was. His quote to me was, "If Jim the Crazy Sign Man makes it to the Tonight Show, we should immediately begin to drag the bottom of Smith Lake for Mickey D." He said because he's going to take the cement suit jump.
Yeah. Well, Casio pushed him to a lot of crime, so I mean,
Casio's got him right on the edge.
Sure. Well, John is angling for me to get him on the Tonight Show. Now, talk about ironic.
Yeah, your own brother.
If it happens, if it should happen that I'm out there, he said, "I'm meeting you at the airport. We're going down together."
Well, here's my problem. Here's my problem with your brother right now.
Yeah.
He, like so many of us in the entertainment business, failed to understand the current climate.
Yeah.
The fact that he is talented, is a professional, means you don't need to listen to anything he says. That's not what...
No, he's still got good advice.
You need to consult William Hung. See,
that's who you need to be talking to.
Oddity is in right now.
Oddity is in.
Listen, timing is everything, though. I mean, Casio sees the opportunity. And the morning that I came up here when Tom Green was here, I was trying to call you guys from down at the station down below, and I couldn't get through. I said, "Okay, I'm just going on up there." The minute I turned off the ignition, Matt from Hartsville called and said, "Take a look outside."
See, and let me say
timing is everything.
But let me say this too: it has gotten so bizarre right now. We as Americans have made the choice. We want to see reality or just people's regular life more than we want to see made-up sitcoms.
Absolutely.
Reality has become a reality series.
And so I'm just being me. I'm just being normal old me.
And that's what you ought to do. If you get away from that and begin to act, it's over.
Right, right.
Or if you muster an ounce of talent, you're finished.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
You might want to grow your hair out a little more.
I could do that.
I like to see you a little scarier.
Yeah. Okay. I could do some. I'll take all kinds of good advice.
And let's
from,
get us a new
from you
Hostile
professionals.
Pizza shirt because
Yeah.
that one's fading a little bit.
Yeah. Right. Well, it's wearing out.
And let's let it hang.
At
dry.
least he's washing it.
Let's let it hang dry this time and stay away from the bleach. 13 minutes to the top of the hour, the Rick and Bubba Show. We're back. Our toll-free number is 877-WE-BE-BIG. A disgruntled Eddie George taking phone calls right now. We go to the phones, and we see Sharon is in Gadsden, Alabama, listening to Mix 102.9 or watching on Turner South or doing both. Sharon, welcome to the program. How are you?
Hi, Rick. How y'all doing?
Superb.
I just want to call and get an update on Casio. I missed a few days of y'all talking, and
Casio Kid, to see if this is where you're updated to, he, of course, was caught on the streets of L.A. wearing the Rick and Bubba shirt.
Yeah, I knew all about that.
All right, and then you know he did.
See his performance.
I saw him on the show, right?
Right, when he was on stage with you.
The Britney Spears thing?
Yeah, I saw that.
All right, and that's all we have.
I thought y'all was going to get some more news this week about him.
No, Tom Green and the Tonight Show ended up here on the show thanks to our connection to Casio, and now they seem to be enthralled with Jim the Crazy Sign Man. We hope they can stay and love them both.
Okay. That's what I was wanting to know.
But I know somewhere Casio's nervous that Jim, now they've got another one.
Now, Casio did get a call back, and they told him that they really enjoyed what he did, and Jay liked it, and that possibly they're going to use him again for some things, but it may not have anything to do with like a concert like he did. He went out to a concert.
It may just be
so,
something.
Yeah, maybe something different.
Now, was this the Don't Call Us, We'll Call You?
Also, I want you to know,
hey,
yeah,
but he got a call, so he didn't get a call back.
Hey, also, he also appeared on MSN too. His face was on
Yeah.
that
website for several days.
Several days.
And he's still a highlight on the Tonight Show webpage as you scroll through.
So there you go, Sharon. There's
Well,
your,
I appreciate
there's your
y'all doing a great job.
Casio Kid update. Thanks.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Greg is in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Greg, welcome to the Rick and Bubba Show.
How you guys doing?
Superb.
We've got, there's been a D in Peaches sighting here in Sevier County. A couple weekends ago, I was going to work up in Gatlinburg.
Yes.
I saw him coming off the chairlift. Got to work, sold them tickets to go up to the ski lodge on the tram.
Yes.
After work.
Did you ever see him pulling taffy?
No, but I did see him out in the glades at the Honeymoon Hideaway in a hot tub, and I'm sure there's a wedding chapel there.
But, I thought I smelled taffy on his breath on Monday when I came in. I didn't want to say
There was some taffy.
I thought it was just that fruity drink he liked.
No, that was great taffy.
Yeah.
And of course, I didn't want to say this. A couple of stubs in there laying on his desk from Dollywood.
Rick.
Thank you, Greg.
Thank you.
2 stubs.
I noticed he's really been big on pancakes lately, too.
Sure has.
House of pancakes.
And he wants stuff like chocolate chip, stuff like that. He wants to settle for regular.
Sure.
He said, I'll stand in line for breakfast no matter how long I got to wait. All right, let's...
Y'all leave deal. Seriously.
Y'all, I don't know why everybody's on it. That's the thing that bothers me a little bit. Let's go to Raleigh, Mississippi, where Linda's standing by. Linda, how are you?
I'm all right.
Welcome, Linda.
Come on, Linda.
Monkey grass.
Thank you for calling, Linda. We sure do appreciate that.
This is for D.
Okay.
He should have took Eddie George with him because Eddie George is prettier than Peaches.
Oh,
Y'all, we're not going to get into a beauty contest.
It has nothing to do with looks. Nothing to do with looks.
Y'all don't start
It's about
about it.
It's nothing to do with looks.
Women just get mean.
Dee said it's nothing to do about
Nothing
looks.
to do with looks.
It's all about love.
That's right.
Sure.
Of course, Eddie's in there screening phone calls. Could have got, she could have fed that line to her. I mean, easy.
Eddie, what? Eddie.
Look.
Oh, look at the look.
Look, Eddie, go back to the phone.
Hey,
go back.
Dee's basically
Slap, Dee. Back up.
Dee's basically saying
Don't let her hit Dee.
Oh.
On me, I mean.
Oh.
Eddie, go screen talk.
I didn't know you thought that I was that vain.
Oh.
You know what, too? Somebody has pointed out an email, Rick, and you'll agree with me.
when we did the Bachelor with Casio, it was a huge success.
Huge.
Okay, when we did the Bachelor with D, we canceled it for non-participation.
Yes.
Okay, now, if possible, did Peaches put the word out on the street?
Yes.
Nobody apply?
Yes.
He's taken?
Yes.
I mean, is that what happened?
Women can smell that. They know when when there's another woman that's got a lock on. I know you're not married. I know.
I'm sorry.
Single.
Just engaged.
Yeah. Speedy, I'm so sorry. Look,
I'm sorry,
let me
buddy.
tell you something.
I feel
Women,
awful.
hey, women, they play. We always get the reputation of being rough.
I feel awful.
I know.
Yeah, can I
do
tell you
too.
something?
Y'all get off.
I do.
Hey, there's nothing meaner than women. Nothing. Man, they're mean. Let's go to.
I'll call Sylvester Kramer. We'll get this solved.
He can solve it for you. If we can get Brother Bear on the case.
He's on my side.
That's right.
Now Rick Three
Has
here.
he told Ole Miss who their mascot's going to be yet? Okay, what now?
He told him he had 2 weeks to pick.
Yeah.
Now, what is this? Is this maybe an Eddie George fan here on 3? What is that?
I don't know. I'm up here on Pigeon Forge.
Yeah, hang on,
Chris,
Tommy.
How are you, Chris?
Fine. How you guys doing?
Good.
We're great.
I had D and Peaches come into my store up here in Pigeon Forge. It's called Old Time Antique Pictures. And I took a picture right before they had an appointment at the Cupid Chapel of Love up in Gatlinburg.
You got one of them old-time Western pictures made? You look like the guy from Blazing Saddles, the sheriff. Tommy, you just want Eddie to come on home to Foley?
Who, me?
Yeah.
You doggone right. She come right down here to tell this creamy slew brother that we don't treat girls like that down here, or excuse me, a lady down here in the SOL in Baldwin County.
Well, she's got access.
Look,
Oh, yeah.
look at D grinning too. How happy he is.
Yeah,
Look at. Yeah, I didn't have to pick nobody up.
Hey, guys.
Look, if you got TV, we need to get this on the website. They have frozen D at the event with Peaches, and he is grinning from ear to ear.
He doesn't look too sad that he forgot anybody, does he? If he is, he's really covering it up good.
Look, D right there. He's going, no, I didn't get no calls. Who called me? Well,
Hey, he's talking to the camera, or the camera operator.
yeah, sure he is. Look at him.
Yeah, what you doing later tonight?
That camera was somebody else's eyes, not just the camera. Look at that. He's agreeing.